Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for June the 28th, 2021. I am Mom. He
I'm
is...
Darkthorn. I'm Darkthorn.
Darkthorn. Darkthorn. And where the heck are we? It looks... Yeah, exactly. Apparently we are somewhere in space. Oh, I was going to go
No,
play Undine. That's
no,
what I was going to do.
yeah, you're in sphere space.
I am in sphere space.
You're in a Dyson sphere.
I am. I am. Apparently I have to destroy 30 Undine. I've got to destroy some dreadnoughts. I got to destroy some Terran ships in the battle zone, but only 5 of them. But I also have to do a little Khitomer Vortx. Ooh, Pi. Pi just subscribed for 23 months. Holy moly, Pi. Holy moly. How are you doing, Mr. Pi? Yeah, I'm going to move us out of the private zone here. Actually, do you want to move us out of private and into...
Move this out private. Yeah.
Okay. Aw, work. Yeah, I was getting ready to walk out at 4 o'clock because I had some errands to do. And at 3:58, somebody sends over a message going, "Can you possibly do this today?" Sure, no problem. And then it starts asking questions I've got no clue about. So, send it off to my boss, who said she'll do it in the morning. Wow, 23 months. Well, it could be worse, Pi. It could be unemployment. That kind of is sucktastic. Sometimes. Sometimes it's sucktastic. Hey, Dante was saying that he would love to do ground Dyson Sphere at some point. Bosses do things around the office. My 2 direct bosses both do things around the office. Their bosses do some things around the office too. But since they own the company, they can do whatever the heck they want to do. But they're actually really nice folks. But we're small, so yeah, everybody does stuff. Nobody gets much of a chance to slack. Though this week's, kind of quiet. Most of today was people putting in their hours for the entire week because they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Which I get.
You're going to be doing that soon enough.
Yeah. Hey, it's only 3 more days, and I'm off. Well, I have 2 direct bosses. One is kind of the director of operations, who obviously has to oversee everything. And the other one is the controller, who does all the books and numbers and financials. So yeah, they both do a lot of stuff. It's the joy of having a very small company. So I'm trying to decide which is worse, not having lights overhead and looking really stupid in terms of lighting, or having lights overhead and just melting because it is so warm in here. Even with the fans on.
You should probably get LED lights.
Yep, I should get LED lights. Absolutely. I should actually get one of those LED face lights so I can see what's going on. And people can see me and I don't have to run the incandescents overhead. But even with the fan on up there, it's toasty in here.
Yeah.
And how are you doing, Frost? Come on, if you're gonna kill off the guys, trigger the weapons at least.
It depends on how many you got to kill off now, though.
I have to kill off 30.
Yeah. So if you just trigger one stage of the weapons at a time, you should be able to get them in a couple laps.
Yeah, well, somebody's walking around here just killing off the various Undine.
Of course.
And not triggering the weapons. Why are your toes bleeding? I realize you just said you don't know why your toes are bleeding, but did you do something?
He probably did something.
I mean, yeah, it is Frost. It's possible he did something. Is it the foot that you broke? And there's no way to say this nicely. By any chance, have you been wearing high heels? I used to have this awesome pair of heels that were absolutely gorgeous. except the toes were so tight that my toes would literally get pushed together, and the toenail from one foot would cut into the toenail next, or into the skin next to it. I'd take off my shoes, and they'd be full of blood. It was not a good thing.
Actually have had in the past shoes with things inside them that were part of the shoe that it's not supposed to be arranged this way, but somehow it ended up arranged that way. And it would just like rub a hole in my foot.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen too.
Like one shoe, it was like this little metal thing that it was supposed to like hold the heel of the shoe together, but somehow it got pushed through the sole of the shoe into my foot.
Lovely. It's not supposed to work that way. Well, Frost, that's probably not a good thing. I wouldn't say for sure that's not a good thing, but my first guess would be if your feet start to bleed without a reason, it would be something you'd want to check out.
I mean, it's definitely unusual.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of feeling in my feet because of injuries to my head.
Okay.
But if I notice that my feet are bleeding, yes, I'm going to talk to a doctor about it.
Yes. That makes sense to me.
Oh, what the hell? I think there's something wrong with my client.
With your what?
My Star Trek client. I tried logging in, and the first time, every single time I try to do it, it doesn't log in.
Did it let you log in the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been doing that too.
I don't know what's causing it.
I have no clue, but it was doing it a lot last week. It hasn't so much this week, but I've only logged in once this week.
I finished the speech I was working on.
Excellent. Who was the speech for?
I was writing it for July 4th.
Ah. Similar to your Memorial Day one?
No.
Oh. That was a good speech.
Same kind of momentum, I guess.
It was a very good
the
speech.
other one was a poem, and this one is an actual speech. If anybody likes patriotic stuff, I can read it.
How about you do it on like Thursday when we're more in the July 4th-iness? If you're going to be on July 4th. Pardon?
I've always had things going on the 4th of July. So.
Okay, well, go ahead then. Hey, Wolfie.
It's a wolf cat.
It is a wolf cat.
She even managed to find an appropriate emoji.
Wolfie only has appropriate emojis. She is Wolfie.
Tiger, and yeah, that's a tiger. I guess technically a tiger would be kind of a wolf cat.
Yeah, they probably don't have a direct Wolfie.
I mean, it's a cat that, you know.
Well, Wolfies are more dogs, so.
So if anybody doesn't want to hear any patriotic stuff, let me know. Like,
Hey, go for it.
they're more than welcome to voice their concern. Society in every state is a blessing, but government, even at its best state, is but a necessary evil. In its worst state, an intolerable one. For when we suffer or are exposed to the same miseries by a government, which we might expect in a country without government, our calamity is heightened by refracting that which we furnished, the means by which we suffer. Let a crown be placed thereon, which is the world may know. So that so far we approve the monarchy, that America is the law, and in America the law is the king. For as in absolute governments the king is law, so in free countries the law ought to be king, and there ought to be no other. But lest any ill use should afterward arise, let the crown at the conclusion of the ceremony be demolished, and scattered among the people whose right it is. Thomas Paine, Common Sense, January 10th, 1776. Common Sense and the Second Treatise of Government by John Locke were central of the inspiration Thomas Jefferson used to pen the now infamous Declaration of Independence. There is little doubt that on July 2nd, 1776, when the Constitutional Congress met to discuss the passage of such a claim, we could have assumed what gravity that document would hold. Independence Day is a symbol of our intent to provide unalienable rights to all men, both domestically and abroad. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. This marked a bloody war that defined not only the country that not yet was, but the world as the United States would see it for the next 245 years. We declared in one voice that we are free, that all men are free, that no man should decide that fate, nor should that attempt be celebrated. For 7 years after these words were written, we were tasked with living those expectations, those aspirations on pain of death. The pain 8,600 plus defenders suffered and died to actualize. Today we celebrate their sacrifice, their vision, and their ambition. Not to be the best in the world, but to be free, and to expect that freedom will never be tread upon. Wherever you are, whatever you endeavor, 1,320 words define the American experiment. In the 245 years since its release, we still follow these declarations of independence. The law of nature is grounded upon mutual security, life, liberty, and property. Individuals have both a right and a duty to preserve their own lives, lest the youth of our ambitions be wasted on the ignorance of petty division. John Locke, Second Treatise of Government, 1689. This day declares all men hold equal value in each other and to their Creator, and only they shall decide by what means those values are achieved. Honor this day of independence as the first of its kind, a pen moment that embodies the pulse of a nation and the intent morality of the world.
Not bad. Not bad. Wolfie has logged off, so everyone say goodnight to Wolfie.
I didn't know that she logged in.
Yeah, I said hi, Wolfie, and we were talking about her. She was in.
Oh, yeah.
She's up.
She just left.
Here, there, and gone. Yep. Well, it's some hideous hour of the morning in Wolfie land.
I heard the flonking of someone getting into chat for only a minute and then exiting.
Well, to say
It's
hi.
only 15 minutes after midnight over there.
No, it's like 15 minutes after 1.
No, they're 5 hours ahead.
I think they're 6.
Sorry, 6 hours ahead, so it's with 1:15.
Besides, a lot of human beings are not, I'm not up at midnight.
You certainly are. You wake up anytime that there's an event going on.
Okay, yeah, that's different, though.
What's
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Wolfie's not crazy like I am.
She most certainly is, just in different ways.
That could be.
But that is a speech that I'm giving to the American Legion.
I was going to ask who was going to.
And after they read the poem that I did for Memorial Day, they were very interested in having me involved.
Nice. Always good to be recognized for your work.
It's really the first time I really have been. Outside of a technical setting, I've never done anything public.
Yay, I finally destroyed my Undine ships.
Why are you breaking Undine ships?
Because I have to. It's
What
required.
do they do to you? That's
They threatened me.
Oh yeah, my daily task for today.
Hold, somebody's talking. I can barely hear you. Who else is talking there?
How did I not?
Oh, DT went off to play with Boom.
Oh, sorry. I had a browser tab that I thought was, not doing anything, and all of a sudden it started playing a YouTube video for reasons I don't understand.
I actually have that happen on my phone all the time.
I got tier 5 in Lucari,
Okay.
but I didn't get the bonus
When did you get your tier 5?
just now.
Oh, give it a couple of minutes, or you might even have to log in and log out. That's what happened with mine. It was delayed by about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Because I got
So it's
all
her
of...
fault.
Yeah. I got
Broken.
all of mine on one day, and they kept slowly popping up over maybe 35 minutes, rather than just hitting it all at once. Okay, now I've got my 30.
Oh yeah,
Freaking
my
Lucari
endeavors
is
for
good.
today are to kill Terrans in the battle zone.
Ooh, I have to
with
do that too. I'm sorry, with what?
kinetic damage.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's like super generic because it's like pretty much any build can just like torpedo spread, call it good.
Yeah, unless you've got like 500,000 in kinetic. It's pretty easy. I too have to do Terrans in the battle zone. Would you like to join me in the Terran battle zone?
In a little bit. But
Oh, I only have 5
not
to do,
cool
so
enough.
mine's only going to be a little bit.
You're not cool enough for him.
Well, so since we were talking about ground builds or something, I was going to all my science characters and looking to make screenshots of what they have for their kit modules and
That would be cool.
The planet killers are now.
Whoa, that's
Don't
weird.
worry, Mom. It'll always be cool enough for me.
Boy, things are making weird sounds on my computer all of a sudden. I don't want to do... Oh, I suppose I should go do that. I just don't want to go kill them. Yeah.
It's hard to be awesome.
I will never know.
You totally are awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of being awesome, I probably won't be awesome tomorrow night because I have to go do some work stuff until about 7-ish, 7:30. So I don't know if DT will be hosting tomorrow or if we'll just start late. But, that said, would anyone like to join me on Ryza in a little bit?
I thought that thing didn't start till Thursday.
It doesn't, but Ryza is still there. But that's not why.
Oh.
I mean, so some of the things for earning accolades you can actually do year round.
Yep, absolutely you can.
I need to do anti-proton damage and Iconian TFOs.
Ooh, I have to do Iconian TFOs on my other account, so I will happily join you.
Use the Romulan singularity to destroy its shielding.
Let me destroy this. We're still going to do Khitomer.
Well, I recently did some number crunching on my characters on my account and came to a shocking realization.
Which is...
I have 19 characters. Would you like to guess what percentage of them are science officers?
I'm going to say 63%.
400 of them
It's
are
kind of the opposite direction.
Oh.
It's it's 5 out of 19.
Okay, so about 20%. 19%. No, 22%, sorry. Wrong math.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's like, well, I guess the next time I find a reason to make a new character, it's going to be a science officer.
I try to keep mine evenly spread, but it's so hard to make a good science officer that's fun to play because it takes more work.
Well, I mean, that was actually
I have a
the
science
whole reason
officer,
why I use biochemist in so many of my ground builds as a science officer is because the fact that the biochemist debuff is something you can apply with a really long list of abilities.
Well, I will have to add that, but that's just on ground, correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. But it's something that it just makes playing science officers a lot easier. It's like you put one purple quality biochemist in there, other than Dathan.
Other than that
Yeah.
one?
Okay,
What?
Dathan is a special duty officer that you get from one of the Jim Hadar featured episodes.
Yes.
He has a unique variant biochemist ability that lasts longer than the normal one, but has a much smaller damage resistance penalty.
Ah. What's...
In theory, if it's going to be a long fight, stacking that, because his actually lasts a full minute,
Okay.
something like that. So you could theoretically apply it multiple times to the same target and stack it. It's just that
The protected bubble is down.
most fights aren't going to
Go
last
after the
long enough for that
planet
to
killer.
matter. Usually the increased damage resistance debuff helps more.
The planet killer has been destroyed.
The planet killer doesn't count as a dreadnought? Okay. Fine. Fine, fine, fine.
That is a very interesting observation, though.
The one about the biochemist or the one about the dreadnought?
Well, the dreadnought thing, because usually it's the ship ranks are more obvious than that.
Yeah.
But that's actually come up several times in the past. Is that you remember how there's the endeavor for defeat Tholian captain on Nukara?
Yes.
It used to be impossible
Why?
because of the fact that on Nukara there is only one situation where a captain rank Tholian NPC spawns.
Right,
Only
that's
one.
in transdimensional tactics, yeah.
Transdimensional tactics.
I
But
thought that was
since
pretty
it
well
has a special name and set of powers that isn't a generic Tholian captain NPC,
Yeah. It didn't
It's-
count?
yeah,
Oh,
the devs had to like go back and change the way that endeavor works, because as it was originally plotted, the Tholian captain didn't count because of the fact that it was looking for a generic NPC, not a special named NPC who happened to be the same rank.
Yeah, okay. So I spent most of this afternoon, in fact, I spent this afternoon working on a training class for Power Automate, which basically has a couple of circumstances where that exact scenario pops up, where you have to go back and rename something because the template specifies a little too specific, and you have to go back and name it to the generic, otherwise it doesn't work. Very annoying.
Well, I mean, as someone who's done computer programming and video game modding stuff,
Mm-hmm.
in the past, I've seen that way more times than I would like.
Yeah. It was not a fun moment when I realized I had a ton more work to do than I had planned because no, that's just the generic. Son of a gun. But such is life.
Life is such.
Life is such, yes. All right, let's see if I've got room in my inventory for all this stuff.
It has obtained maximum quality. That doesn't make any sense.
Are you editing?
What?
Are you editing?
No, I was trying to upgrade
Ah.
ability and it said it reached maximum quality.
Oh,
That
Then
doesn't make any sense.
that's as high as it'll go. There we go. All right, I'm going to run Khitomer Vortx. Would anyone like to join me?
Me.
Federation or KDF? I can play it either way.
Federation.
Okay.
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna-
on a science officer that is pretty scary and on the ground.
Okay, well, I'll grab a toon in dire need of doing something, but who's not really accomplished. But needs
Now,
XP
if-
like crazy.
People do melee stuff on the ground, I'm the person to have. Because if you're around me, you do 30% additional melee damage.
Okay. Let me get people invited here. Do. Anyone else? Oh. Didn't you just say you were... Did I put on the... Oh, that's right. Put on the wrong tune. Duh. My bad. Wrong
I'm
tune.
on phony.
Wrong tune.
Phony.
There we go.
I swear her name's phony. I'm not making it up.
Is that how you say that?
That's how you say that.
There you go. Anybody else like to join us?
Yeah, I'll do one quick. Just I had to switch last one of my science officers. I was looking
No
at.
problems.
It's a very strange looking ship. The one you'd be able to buy on Thursday or whatever. It's a very strange looking chip or kit from a lockbox. What is that one called? Oops.
I sent you an invitation.
And I accepted it.
No, Mar Hawkins. There you
I
go.
was trying to repeat a different console command
Ah,
because there's a console command for taking a screenshot with the UI,
mm-hmm.
which is what I was doing to record what all of my duty officer and kit module settings were. And I just accidentally happened to repeat the wrong line of the stuff I typed in.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's just us for the moment. Let me get rid of some of this really quick here.
Mom's got the cool gamer chair.
I do have a cool gamer chair. It was my Christmas present from my husband, who was being very nice and letting me nerd out for Christmas.
I have a very expensive, far too expensive chair that I did not want.
This is a nice chair. He bought one for himself that's similar. Mine's the pretend leather one, and he bought the cloth one.
Did you know that Lazy Boy makes office chairs?
Makes sense. I didn't know it, but that makes sense.
Because I have the executive.
Ooh, executive.
Well, it was $506.
Sweet.
I don't really think it's worth it.
Oh.
It's real leather. It's all this stuff. It's a normal chair. I don't understand why a chair has to cost that much.
Maybe it's well built.
It's Lazy Boy.
Still can be well built.
It'll last forever, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily a good chair.
Okay, well, it'll make you feel guilty for not using it forever then.
That's entirely possible.
Let's check the ship just a little bit there.
But it's got all these attachments and everything on it. So it's got a little leg rest thing, and it's got an ergonomic back support thing.
This has got the back support, it's got the neck support. It does not have the footrest, which would be really nice because I'm slightly the wrong height. If I get it to where my feet can sit flat, then it's like gaming up here.
Best thing about this chair, though,
Yes.
is you know how sometimes when you sit in a gamer chair, you fall backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
In this one, it has a lock, so that doesn't happen.
Nice.
Plus, I can turn the lock on and off.
Well, that's nice. All right, I'm going to cue this up here.
I'm being paid for it.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Wee-woo?
We in wooing.
Okay, here we go.
There are 2 active.
I see, said the blind man.
As he picked up the hammer and saw.
No, you don't, said his deaf son. There's a third one, but I don't remember.
I don't know
So,
what the third one is.
How is your name pronounced? Bonnie?
Phony.
Okay.
It has a name, but it has a name, but I don't know what it was. I knew what it was when I created the character.
Days Stew is actually just one of those things where I clicked the random button just to see what the RNG would spit out, and then decided I didn't hate it. So,
Oh.
Well, I used
I've
to.
actually done that more times than you would think.
Every now and then I'll come up with something that's funny, but I think I'm not clever with names. Except for my Boolean. It's my
I like,
only clever name.
Looking at foreign languages that I'm not familiar with, and come up with a name from there. It's like the very first character I ever made was Shawarren.
Shawarren?
Shawarren. It means mystic or wizard.
Ah. Which way you going, left or right?
Left, I guess.
Okay.
I am
For
going
the time Vortex. Stop them.
straight.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I was already kind of on the left side anyways. Figured I might as well just stay here.
I gotta say, these freaking.
Well, the tactical cube didn't count as a dreadnought.
Well, darn it.
Yeah. Probably have to wind up going off to do red alerts.
Definitely.
Hey, how about the regular cube? Or wait, those are probably just battleships.
Regular cubes don't count as dreadnoughts. The gateway usually counts, and the tacticals usually count. And this is the one with Denatra, so that should count.
Well, what I was thinking about with the regular cubes is that they only have 3 pips on their rank meter, so 3 pips for space is typically
It's typically what?
it's typically a battleship rank in PC, not
Okay.
a dreadnought.
That's right. I'll let my credit evil ships take care of it. These Class C shuttlecraft, I had no idea how to use them. Jesus. And I'm carrying 50k with a shuttlecraft.
And over to the other side now. Chimpak will hear of this? I don't think so. I think we killed him.
Or you could do the Robin Hood.
Well, that counted as a
I truly
dreadnought. Yay.
Oh, I just noticed something amusing is that the dark matter dissolution thing that works on most enemies to keep them from, leaving a shattered wreckage behind doesn't work at other place.
Ah, interesting.
You see it flash purple like they normally do, but it still leaves behind the gateway special wreckage.
That's interesting.
Well, it's one thing that we would notice when writing Foundry Mission was that certain enemies, if you recostume them, the way they would spawn debris after they were killed would spawn debris appropriate to their original appearance and not whatever the costume to.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense.
Cubes were one of the worst offenders there because of the fact that they do that special boom and whatever to leave behind pieces of board cube, which apparently is something that happens even when you use the dark matter dissolution stuff on it. The actual cube itself disintegrates, but then it does that wreckage stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And good evening, Swear. How are you tonight, sir?
What is Hola Taros?
It means you have a hole in your toad.
Really?
No, I have no idea. Howdy, everybody. Good evening. Hello tonight. How are you doing? I have no clue. I studied the obligatory Spanish for about 3 weeks for work because we did a lot of work with people in Mexico, and we realized the language has subtleties that transcended trying to figure it out, so we just hired somebody who actually spoke the language and correctly.
Well, one thing that I've learned over the years about Spanish is that it's a common misconception that Spanish is actually just one, like you speak Spanish or you don't think. It's
right.
Because there's multiple dialects, some of which have drastic differences.
Yep, exactly. Hence the guy we hired actually came from the area of Mexico where we did the majority of our business, which meant he knew the language.
Well, when I was in the military, I had friends from several different places who spoke Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was from Baja California, and the dialect of Spanish that she spoke was, well, described by my Puerto Rican friends as kind of like the Valley Girl equivalent of Spanish. And obviously Puerto Ricans, well, their version of Spanish is drastically different.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because it's Puerto Rico.
Good evening, Kenobi624. Or hello there.
I mean, it's not that it's a bad thing that they're from Puerto Rico. It's that it's like the whole like East Coast, West Coast thing,
yeah,
but with Spanish.
Oh, I get it.
I think it's the fact that I am 94 miles away from where they are right now. Really kind of favors all that for me.
Oh, I got deaded.
You're not allowed to get deaded.
I know.
The heck,
And they
Mom?
still did it. How dare they? How dare they?
What the heck, Mom? You're not allowed to do that.
Oh yeah, I found the Valdor.
It's right there.
Yeah,
Where
it's
did you get
next
off
to that big green glowing Thaleron pulse.
Try to keep my distance so I don't trigger it to go away.
I'm honestly not sure if that's actually how it works or not.
I don't think so. Because, you know, I'll be very good about keeping at least 5 kilometers away and it still disappears.
I just gave it 2 flybys and it didn't go away until the second flyby.
So it's probably more crude damage than anything else, or time gate.
And it appeared in basically the same spot that it disappeared from. Oh boy. However, park and shoot with this thing is actually very good because it only repositions while it's cloaked and running away from you.
What the hell?
Did you get deaded? You got deaded too.
I don't know.
See, it's not just me.
But I don't know how that happened because I wasn't like at dangerously low health. I just blew up.
Yep.
You may have eaten a warp core breach. That's one of those like things that's shocking because you just don't see it coming most of the time because you're, trying to avoid them and you think you avoided it, but then you find out you really did.
Bites, I didn't get credit for that second gateway. Oh.
Well, kill credit in teams is kind of fickle because,
I know.
like the like infamous example of the V-Rex kill credit.
Yeah. There she is.
I was close this time.
That's a dreadnought. That one counts as a dreadnought.
Well, apparently the rift helped a little bit with that one.
Wow, she literally didn't do anything other than reposition to not be in the mycelia role.
Yep.
Then she got drugged even farther away by a gravity well, apparently.
Where'd you
Yes,
go?
I'm using Titan's Rifts.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
My
it's one of those things that I found to be kind of like a weird, like a metagame sort of thing, is that one person drops a gravity well, another one drops a Titan's Rift, and now the enemies stay in the gravity well.
I always
having
think.
the Titan's Rift there kills their engine power, so they can't move as fast.
Ah. I always want to have two gravity wells near each other and just pull the ships apart. No?
That actually works.
Does
There's
it?
actually a duty officer that can cause that to happen with one player doing it.
I want that.
I do it all the time.
Perfect quality gravimetrics officer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
It,
do it all
it
the time.
creates aftershock gravity wells, but it can create more than one.
Nice.
That hurt, and I'm pretty sure that was me getting hit with Thaleron radiation.
I don't know what the hell is killing me?
Oh, look on your top or your damage. See what did you in.
I just took a single hit of 70,000, which I'm pretty sure was the Thaleron pulse. I didn't think I was in firing range, but maybe just barely.
I can't see what the hell killed me because of all the thing is going by too quick.
Spheres actually have a lot of HP.
What the hell was
Oh,
that?
we got
the
credit
amount
for
of damage
two.
Yeah.
you take from a warp core breach is based on their base HP stat. So if they have 150k as their base HP stat, yeah.
Mr. Dave says evening, Mom.
Good evening, Mr. Dave. I saw you there. How are you doing?
Well, we got full marks for that TFO.
I have
Only
15
thing
marks.
we could have done better is kill things faster.
Yep. That's always good.
Starfleet Borg Science Officer.
Let's see.
Borg.
Borgy
And-
Borgs?
Borgy,
That
Borgy, Borgy,
gave
Borgy.
me my 500k on my kinetic damage.
Excellent.
I was originally planning to do that with a different character because of the fact that I still haven't finished the whole like whatever in earn endeavor points on my KDF recruit, but whatever. I can do that later. I'm actually mostly done with it now.
With endeavors?
Well, no, like the recruit task for the KDF recruit.
Ah, yeah. I'm not. I have so much to be working on that I'm not working on.
It's the main thing I have with the recruits is the whole thing where they want you to play this giant list of story missions.
I have a giant list of story missions. And if I get one done some mornings, I'm very happy, but it's rare.
I mean, the only character I had that had actually finished their entire list of recruit tasks
Mm-hmm.
had that get reset when they redid the Delta Recruit thing last time because they changed the Delta Recruit objectives, so now I have to do them again.
Yeah, but you only have
I
to
only-
do a few.
I only have one character that's finished every quest. One. That's it.
I
That's just-
have
Had nothing to do with it.
maybe two out of my 20 plus tunes.
Okay, chance to reduce. I don't think I've ever seen this guy before. Zillitz thick. Zillitz thick.
Slits thick?
It's a very rare. Looks like a bug.
Cindy, insectoid.
Yes.
Thought
If
the
I
name
were
sounded
testing,
familiar.
it'd be great to have. But alas,
I really wish you could search the exchange for duty officers based on the species of duty officer.
That would be nice, yes.
so I've got Dilavine Rift, and I wanted to know whether if I use the botanist ability to affect my entire team with Dilavine, if it would affect everybody.
Dilavine drip is personal.
It's passive.
The regular Dilavine ability. It's
Yeah.
here. You know what? I could actually link the kit module. It's actually made several of them.
Well, I have. That's what I'm saying. Is I have the kit.
Oh.
I'm wondering whether if I use the botanist, it has a chance for the Dilavine to affect my entire team. if
Well,
that would
okay. The thing
work
with the duty officer that improves Dilavine is that it has a use requirement. You never use a passive kit module, so
Okay.
it doesn't trigger the duty officer.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's actually the limitation with all those passive modules is they don't interact with any duty officers, as far as I can tell. Because like the regular Dilavine, the way it works is that it's kind of like using medical tricorder on one of your allies.
Yeah.
What about
The duty officer gives you a chance of having the effect applied to the entire team instead of the target of the ability. And it's honestly a pretty high chance if you have a high enough level one.
What about hit recharge bonus to heal targets? That's not a usability.
Yeah,
It's
again, it's like recharge is only applicable to things that actually have a cooldown.
Oh, it says 20% chance targets of your heals are pumped up and received an instant -2 recharge reduction to any kit abilities cooldown. And
Sorry.
I'm wondering whether that's it because my the ability that I'm talking about using is I am using the vascular maintenance, which yeah, I guess I want to I thought it was just that's disappointing.
Even that didn't give me a dreadnought. Grumble, 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 grumble.
Mom, you're cursed.
Well, it's a low level toon, not doing a lot of damage.
What the heck?
So, well, I could just go get a.
That's not allowed.
I could get a bigger, meaner toon. I'm going to take a really quick break here and go grab some water. I'll be right back.
I want to see the commercial.
You want to see a commercial?
Does that mean I have to unsub first?
I was actually not going to put on a commercial. I was just going to run over to the fridge and run right back. I'll be right back.
I haven't seen any of these commercials yet. I think she's keeping them from me. Okay. Event.
I brought back
2 minutes.
Ooh, I didn't say 2 minutes. I said a couple minutes.
No, I
Jim,
said mine.
2013 0 or 201 30 or 2000 or 20,130. Whatever your name is, Jim. Hi, welcome aboard.
Hi. No, I was saying the 2 minutes because that's how long I have to wait for my daily requirement to reset.
Ah,
Which, I guess is okay.
I need new headphones.
I would highly suggest going with the Logitech one that I have. Hold on a second, I'll tell you what the name is.
I'm going with something that doesn't have cloth pads because on a hot day, the pads get wet. And that's
Oh.
the most annoying sensation to have it just wet against
Sorry,
my ears.
It's
Okay,
not a
I just got caught in the middle of the conversation. What are we talking about? Logitech what?
Headphone pads.
Sorry,
Oh!
it's not a Logitech. I have a Razer Kraken,
Oh, do you?
and it is the best headset I've ever had. Because I can hear things on it that I've never heard on any of the other ones. I mean, the best one I've ever had is actually a far more expensive one that I use for work, but they made me give that back, so I don't have it anymore.
You're quite correct, Jim. Definitely those would count. It's just the tune that I was using does so little damage that she's not getting credit for stuff, or he's not getting
Yeah,
credit
it's
for
one of
stuff.
those things where you have to do a certain percentage of the total damage to get kill credit. Otherwise, the game is like, someone else killed it.
Yeah, nice try, consolation prize. So if I was serious, I would just grab Gornalicious or probably Gornalicious and go do something. Because he does enough damage.
50 seconds
50 seconds for what?
for the daily requirement to reset,
Oh, okay.
and for me to get my epic token.
Aha.
Ah.
We do have a Discord. If you are watching us on Twitch, it should have a link. Otherwise, I will go grab the link.
I have it. We're talking about it right now.
Where is it? There it is.
I think you can do. Don't you do exclamation point Discord?
Oh, I probably could. Yep, there we go. Thank you. So if you go there, Jim, you will be in the Discord. Let me know when you're there because you go into quarantine. And I have to pull you out of quarantine, except, maybe because Pi is on tonight. Maybe Pi will pull you out of quarantine if you go there.
Mom is the bouncer and the one you want.
Pi is the bouncer.
Yep, she's the
Frost, you're
bouncer.
breathing into your microphone.
I'm not breathing into my mic. I have the fan on.
There
There,
you go,
solved.
Jim. You're over there in chat. There's two chats going on right now. We're in We Are Live, and Boom, DT, and Mark are over in Strike Group 1 and ignoring us because they're poopy heads and they're probably doing their DPS thing at the moment.
Hey, you can't kill that one and make sure I don't get credit again. This isn't happening this time.
Thank you for the
Anyway,
follow, though. We appreciate it.
Let's see here. Yes. Okay. Forward.
So anyway, I have Buyer Dynamic. I think they're 50s, which are really nice with built-in mic and all that stuff. The first pair lasted about 2 years until the dogs chewed the microphone off of it.
Oh, you gotta love the dogs.
I love the dogs. And this is the second pair, but now the pads have been dealing with the hot weather here for 2 years, and they are just ooey gooey and not delicious.
Scrumptious.
All right. I pasted those screenshots into the ground build off.
Okay. Ground build. Ground build off.
My headphones. I've got some headphones that I really love. I got the, I believe it's the Arcticus 7 from SteelSeries.
Oh, yeah.
And they are, it's a USB wireless, and it has 2 channels,
Okay.
which is really awesome because if I wanted to hear you, I could just this little knob on the right there by my right ear, can push it forward, and it turns you up and it turns the game down.
Oh, so you don't have to go
And
bouncing back and forth out of the control box.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I've got something similar on this one. I've got
And,
the spatial THX setting on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely different
Yeah.
channel. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing.
Hey,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's 2 separate channels.
let me
I've got
digress here.
All the voices on spatial and everything else is on the game.
Jim, we're not really. This isn't the fleet per se. We've got a fleet, But this is open to anybody from any fleet, and so it tends to be more of an open conversation than it is our fleet. Though we've got fleets too. Got lots of fleets. We've got fleets that are specific to the Borg. We've got kitty fleets. We've got the obligatory. What else have we got for weird fleets here? Anything
I'm
else?
pretty weird.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm pretty weird.
Didn't you guys do that Targs of Grethor?
Yes, we have the
fleet?
Flaming Targs of Grethor, and I'm in the process of, for Vegas, doing some leather motorcycle vests with the Flaming Targs of Grethor painted on the back of them, with proper
Oh, wow.
rockers on them. Yes, we have our Borg fleet too, Duffy, thank you. Hughes Heroes. And if Jonathan Delarco is at the convention, going to try and get his autograph on the book. We'll see, even though he's not in the game. Working on that. But yeah, Jim, you're welcome to jump in anytime, chit chat. Some days are about tunes, builds, game. Yeah, we've got some DPSers though. Right now they're over on the other channel, which I think they're up in We Are Live. No, they're in Strike Group 1. So if you want to jump up there and talk to them, they're up there. That would be Boom DT and Mark B are up there. Normally they're down here, but like I said, they're being poopy heads at the moment, and they're up there playing
They're
DPS.
so cool for us.
Yeah. Yesterday they were just going through things. I think either Boom or Mark was cracking 600, and I've seen DT in the upper fives lately. Maybe it was DT who cracked 5 or 600, but they did good last night. But what can I say? I'm still working on my tanks. All right, who needs something to do? Do we have anybody who needs to do stuff?
I
I
have
need
already got all my
Iconian
endeavors
stuff.
done.
You need to do Iconian?
I know Iconian.
Hey, anytime, Jim, you are more than welcome. 2 more days, though, I'm going to be hanging out on Ryza. Because it's Ryza. Yeah.
Always gonna be.
Let me see. if I
That's
can-
right. That happens in 2 days.
Thursday. Oot, 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 oot. Well, technically 3 days, but yeah, it's coming up there. I'm a happy girl. I like Ryza.
Mom likes Ryza a lot.
Yeah. Mom likes Ryza a lot, and this year particularly because it doesn't interfere with Vegas.
That's nice.
Yeah, for the past, well, obviously not last year, but every other year it's always been right on top of Vegas, so I get to do about 2 weeks of Ryza, then 2 weeks of Vegas, and a couple of days of Ryza. And this year we get all the way done.
Get
I'm
to
so
grind
happy.
on Ryza for.
Yep. Not that I'm already down there or anything, but I'm already down there. Okay, you need to do Iconian Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference?
No.
Well, I have to do some Iconians, and I don't have a preference, but we have Bug Hunt, Brotherhood of the Sword, Great Way to Grethor. Would you prefer ground or space?
I guess either.
Hey,
I know I'm
Mom,
making it really.
Yes.
This just reminded me of an amusing trivia bit.
Yes.
See the bird on the perch next to you?
Yes.
What species is that?
That is an excellent question because I don't remember my birds till I get into it. I have
was
no clue.
thinking-
That's the non-mutant version. All of the ones that we have the ability to raise
Mm-hmm.
are allegedly rare mutant varieties. This is
Ah.
the non-mutant
Harold chips
version
are
that we
Iconian Paragon.
can't raise. Yeah.
Okay.
Paragon could use an Iconian.
He needs herald chips, so let's see what we've got that's got heralds involved with us.
Gateway to Grethor.
Gateway to Grethor. Okay, we can do Gateway to Grethor. We also have Herald Sphere, so we can go either way with that. Tell you what, give me 1 sec. Let me go grab a tune that's got some tankiness. Is Federation okay, Duffy?
Duffy's here?
Yeah, that's Paragon.
Oh. I thought. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not exactly all there today.
That's okay.
I've been wrapping up my toes for the last 30 minutes.
See, all my tunes are here. I have to film some footage for the new intro for Ryza.
I'll have to change character, but that should be fine.
Hi! How
Hi.
are you, Duffy?
Not bad.
Hi, hi.
I didn't actively try to hurt myself, but I still got hurt. So that should make you feel better.
Why didn't you do it?
He always does it.
I didn't mean to do it. I mean, my foot is like almost healed, and I was
Not anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I evidently I like broke the scab or something, and
You.
now both of my feet are bleeding again.
All right. So first thing tomorrow morning, you're gonna wrap yourself with bubble wrap. Because apparently you need it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You get one of those bubble boy suits.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I have neuropathy in my toes. It's just part of it.
Sure.
I don't know that I hurt myself, and I couldn't tell you how I hurt myself.
Sure it's not leprosy?
I'm pretty sure it's not leprosy.
Well, that's good then.
I'm still saying like bubble wrap, dude.
I wish. I mean, if it was anything other than just my toes, then I'd agree with you. But if
You're right. You probably hurt yourself anyways in the bubble wrap. So you're right.
true, probably would.
Cut
where
himself
I
on
don't
the
know
edge
how
of it or
this happened,
something.
Because, I mean, I used to actually be SOCOM. I used to be involved in special operations, and now I sit down and do absolutely nothing, and I hurt myself. So I don't know how that happens.
You let your guard down.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Something. There's gotta be something for you.
All right. Are you on Lizzie?
I am.
I mean, I can grab. I mean, if we want to do a really quick
It's-
gateway to Grathor,
It's
I can
well,
grab,
Gateway's time gated, so it doesn't matter. There's no quick involved. It's just
or any. Yeah,
you're more than welcome to join us.
I'm saying I could grab Kasiki and make it fast.
Grab Kasiki then. Ooh, there's Jason. We're gonna grab Jason.
Oh crap!
Here's
the
me.
team's already splitting up into 2 groups anyways. So for Gateway.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't have to split into 2 groups, but that would be really stupid if we didn't.
Why is my phone yelling at me?
I mean, I could yell at you if you want.
Well, you're not nearly as scary as this phone is sometimes.
No, you're probably. That's probably.
Ooh, what is he saying? What is he saying?
Anybody else want to join us for Gateway?
I already did that.
Oh,
I told
hold
him
on.
I'm not
I'll
going to
switch
say him that way.
characters and
That's
you're in the
just
Fed,
scary.
right?
Mm-hmm. But
I'm a Fed. Don't hold that against me.
Okay.
I will.
Well,
I
of course.
can go private if somebody needs to add a Klingon. Yeah, Klingon. Excuse me while I hiccup.
I'm not in Transwarp, and I'm going Warp 29.
That is awesome.
I guess technically I am in Transwarp, but not Slipstream. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but since you broke the warp 10 barrier, you're gonna turn into a giant salamander.
I might. I mean, that's probably better than where I'm currently at.
All right, you guys ready to rock and roll?
Salamanders regenerate.
Sure.
I don't suppose anybody saw that meme about it being like the 25th anniversary or the 20th anniversary of that episode. And Tom Paris going, our kids have all grown up.
Hold on,
No.
it's the 20th anniversary of the 20th anniversary?
Yeah, it's some, or 18th, but you know, it's been quite a few years since that horrible episode was out. No, Riza is not on right now, so I'm not wasted.
Next week.
Wee woo! Thursday.
Next week.
This week.
Mom's
3
just
days.
making
Oh, that's
sure
right, that's
everyone's ready to get started.
No, I just needed to get some footage to do the new intro so it's ready to go on Thursday.
Oh,
I try and make different intros for every event. And usually, if you don't notice, I usually cut in 1 or 2 scenes from each intro or from each event and then put it in so it ties up. So what I'm running right now is First Contact because I thought I lost my master file for everything. And then one day, I'm slowly going through my external hard drive and there are all my master files mislabeled, but there.
Yeah, it's this little thing. Is like, oh, that's where I put.
Yeah, exactly. I made sure I saved it before I cleared it off my computer because I don't have a lot of space on my hard drive. And then I went back to
Mom.
find it the next day, and I couldn't, and I was not happy.
Mom, I just got sent some
Not happy.
resume.
Yeah?
They want me to hire the guy. It looks like a 5-year-old did it.
I'd love to see it.
I don't think I'm allowed to send
Oh,
it to people. 'cause
okay.
it's personal information, but
You could blank
He
all the
was a
personal
sheriff.
information.
he was a sheriff, and I swear it looks like a 5-year-old did it.
Wow. I'm going to go left.
All right.
I'm going to go right.
Left.
Nobody else has to go right.
I
'cause
guess I'm
everything
going
takes
right
about a second and a half.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to do something. No.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Everybody come together for a group hug.
Sounds like an idea.
Oh, that's 3, 4,
Group
5.
hug. Here we go. Group hug right there.
Big
Reinforcements
gravity
are
wells,
involved. Why do you
and
need
they
reinforcements?
it's very cold in space. Yeah, that'll kill things fast.
Well, if it's very cold in
420,000.
space, you need those hugs. They're much more important then.
Yeah, look how many rifts I have open right now. They're all converging. There were 4 of them at one point.
Mm-hmm.
The shipyard is secure.
Yes, this one's done. You guys need help?
Nah. Whatever reason, I can't turn.
I've got 2 minutes left of nothing to do.
Well, we'll finish up here in just a
Flying
moment.
Sideways. I'm not sure why.
Probably for the same reason that I can't turn.
Yeah, there was some sort of weird purple glow coming from my engines, and my ship was just moving sideways instead of forwards.
Good.
The starbase is secure.
So one of the classes that I was taking for lack of anything else to do was supposed to be on mindfulness in leadership, and it had absolutely nothing to do with mindfulness or leadership for that matter.
I
But-
have yet to figure out a person that actually understands what the hell mindfulness is. I mean, it's a Buddhist philosophy. It's not a leadership tool.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean,
Ugh!
it's very
Stick to your
nice
lane.
for other things, but for
Mindfulness is when you mind your parent without complaint.
Well,
That's what I say, anyways.
I'm not getting whooped. Okay, everything coming out of that spot is dead.
You're not okay.
that one did not want to go away.
Right
That's
past the
3.
radiation portal, and you did nothing.
Gateways are emitting into
But
I didn't see the radiation portal.
But the woman who was
I don't know.
teaching this mindfulness class, except it wasn't about mindfulness and it wasn't about leadership, was explaining how there was a situation going on the ship where she is the captain, on the yacht where she is the captain, and she wound up staying down in engineering for 2 days to help them rebuild the engines. And as soon as they were done rebuilding them, something else happened and the engines caught on fire. And I'm thinking, I don't know that this is leadership, and it's really making me doubt your captaining and engineering abilities on top of it.
starbase. Are moving
Okay,
toward the planet.
which one are you handling there?
I'm trying to handle
I'm
the
down by
one
the
that
planet.
Okay, I'm going to the one. close
Jason's
to-
got.
Yeah, I'm basically just going back and forth cleaning or closing
I'll get this one over here.
radiation.
I'm getting
And
this
again,
radiation right here.
Radiation
Okay.
gates near the base.
Okay, everybody play with that radio over there. He's the one with the candy. Oh, he's dead. Sorry.
You got that radiation
Yep,
gate, or do I?
I'm
need to
on
get
it.
You're on it. Okay.
Close the gateway.
Comes back to the inertia on this darn ship is so bad. It takes forever to start moving, and it takes a long time to stop.
It's a train.
It's a brick.
Close radiation. Hey, close it, damn it. Why wouldn't it let me close this?
It's easier if you stop.
Yep.
But it could be also that someone else was trying to close it while you were there.
You got that one down there? Yeah, obviously you got
Yeah, I
that
got
one
it.
down there. Clearly you have it.
Look at that gateway thinking it can exist. Without
Yeah, don't worry about the spawning gateways, just worry about the radiation.
Oh no, I'm spawning my gravity wells right outside the spawning gateway. I'm not destroying the gateway, just killing everything that comes out.
You got that one over
I'm
there?
right on top of it.
I got it.
All right.
Done. It spawned right underneath me, so.
Close the gate. Wait. Okay, this Ohio guy is better.
From the starbase are moving toward the planet.
You got that one over there?
Already done.
Okie doke. You want to grab that one? I'll stick back here.
Yeah, it transports a bunch of weaklings. This radiation portal does nothing to me.
Well, they aim for them. They're related to the captain of the Kobayashi Maru.
I'm sitting right in front of it,
Yeah?
but it's not hurting me.
Well, you're special.
Oh,
You didn't know that you were special.
apparently not.
Well, we know it, and that's all that matters.
Oh.
They're beginning their runs. You only needed 10. We're at 24.
Oh.
The troop transports from the starbase
Well, he died fucking quick.
toward the planet.
Right.
Do you have that one, or shall I get it?
Close the gateway.
Got it.
Okay.
Close the gangway.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
There you go. 46 more seconds.
Yep. 29 landed, so.
I got some Phantom Raiders over here that are unintentionally giving us a good fireworks display.
Oh man.
The troop transports from the starbase
14
10
seconds left.
I was going to say, 10 seconds. Let's go melt this puppy.
We shall go melt puppies.
Oh, yeah.
are heralded.
Why puppies?
Okay, this not
No.
puppy. We will not melt real puppies.
Okay. I say, what
Okay.
do the puppies do to you?
Nothing.
well,
Puppies
yeah.
are awesome.
What the heck, Mom?
Really, except for when they're not.
No, they're
You know.
they're awesome even when they're not. That's the scary thing.
Get within 5 kilometers.
I mean, it's annoying when they throw up on the carpet.
Are attacking the starbase.
Yeah.
Boom.
At least this
Okay,
one
that
doesn't run
Dreadnought
away
got
if you
the
get him.
bad day. I got him.
Bye,
I
Mr. Dreadnought.
I did 213,000 damage.
Where's he at?
He's dead.
He's gone.
He's gone.
We made him go away.
He's dead, Jim.
He isn't dead. He is indeed dead. Yes. By the way, did you get all of your ships you needed to kill?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to in this, but
Yay!
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 And there was much rejoicing.
There was indeed.
How many ships did we get? 22?
So, I need to complete one more
One more what?
Iconian thing.
Alrighty. Let's do a little bug hunt or Brotherhood of the Sword. I'm going to do
Bug
bug
hunt
hunt.
sounds
It's a
good
little
to
bit
me.
easier.
Okay, that sounds
I
fun.
like bug hunt.
Okay. Give me an X if you want to join up for bug hunt.
I got the second strongest ground weapon in the game.
And what would that be?
The wide beam anti-bow pistol.
Oh,
What have I got? Oh,
Oh, no,
spitter.
I'm sorry. This is the wrong character for that. No, I just got the evil one. The piezoelectric wrist apparatus.
Yep, that's one I'm using on this.
And he's the lightning build.
Yep,
So it's gonna
that's
be
the one I'm
pretty
using
evil.
on
I
this.
am just using a standard pair of plasma dual pistols, just crafted decimal plasma dual, and they have done me very well.
Yeah, they will.
You know, I don't understand the whole thing with how much damage this character does, because the wrist apparatus only does 86 DPS, but I'm typically doing between 600 and 700 every time I attack with this guy.
Well, what have you got it at? Is it like still a Mark 12?
No, it's a Mark 15 epic.
Wow, because mine's doing 151 DPS.
But every time I'm automatically triggering up to 3 and 4 things at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
do an additional 90 damage on top of that.
Well, there's a chance for additional damage to a nearby target, and it's a decent chance. It's like a 66% chance to chain over, too, and that deals additional damage. So it's not the DPS in and of itself, it's the whole total effect. Add to
Well,
that.
the advantage is that with equipment diagnostics,
Mm-hmm.
it increases my damage so I can't die to anything. And then with everything else I'm doing on this character,
Mm-hmm.
it's just stupid how much damage is being done.
Let's see. If I've
60,
got-
I have a 63 weapon proficiency, 31 weapon criticals, 11% bonus range damage. It's just this character is. Don't know why he's as powerful as he is, but he doesn't have the best gear. I mean, I could give him better gear, but I like the position he's at.
As
And I
long
gotta
as you're
say,
having fun with it,
Yeah.
I'm rolling it.
But the Lucari Proto Energy Mastery ability, oh my gosh, that is powerful as hell.
Well, one of the things I like most about doing ground builds in this game is that while some builds do more damage than others, there's so many different ways that you can get the job done.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely true.
I mean, yeah, there's a. I mean, not only do you have the DPS, but you also have the tank builds, you have the control builds, and.
I put a lot of work into this guy.
Mhm.
I mean, I put probably about 3 years of work into him. Restoration initiative.
That may be fun. Trying something different. Anybody else want to join us? We have room for one more person. We got us a Jason. We got us a Duffy, I do believe. No, we got a Marhawk. We don't have a Duffy. Duffy, you want to join us or no?
Sure, I can jump back over.
Okay. Oh, too late. Naughty Kirk is joining us.
Fine, I won't.
We're just not cool enough to have him.
Yeah.
What the heck is this called?
All right, I'm going to queue us up for a little bug hunt.
Lucari Restoration.
You guys ready?
Initiative.
Ready?
We will.
Yep.
We woo.
Welcome to
What the heck?
Pariah 3. I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer. And
All right, Mr. Vanderveer.
Yeah, I can do that too.
So who remembers what the engineer version of the IDIC triple does?
I have no
don't.
clue.
It gives you a damage resistance buff.
Wow. I have not played him in a long, long time. Let's see.
The funny thing with IDIX is that in theory, if you have 3 different players use them that are different classes,
Mm-hmm.
Not only will you get all 3 of the tactical science and engineer buffs, but it'll actually double the power of the buffs.
Huh. I didn't know that. Let us do this thing.
Equipment diagnostics 4. That's what it was. 35% damage.
Bug has been squished.
So let's squish another. I always keep forgetting about my pigs here.
Oh, that's right.
Pigs?
I keep it.
Pig, yeah, the targs.
Yeah.
I always call them pigs.
They still have 13 seconds before we can make them come up.
Obstacle clear.
I hate that fog effect that it creates every time one of the walls blows up, because it means I can't see where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's got to be intentional. I hate, though, the last sequence when the wall comes down and then the dialogue box goes right over the entrance to the little bridge. And
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 that's
then
the
you
one
just-
thing you actually need to worry about falling off.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
just-
I have fallen off that more than a few times, so if I stay back far enough, then the dialogue box doesn't appear.
Right.
But somebody has to go talk to him, otherwise it never progresses.
Oh, hey, I'm not sure if it's like this all the time, but this time there's actually a hole in the rubble wall big enough that you could squeeze through it.
We tried that once when it got stuck, but it wouldn't let us do it.
The Ravager's getting healed? That was weird.
Well, I figure you would have to wait for Lieutenant Vanderveer anyways.
Yeah, you do.
Mission literally just doesn't go without him.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole!
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful.
Okay, now I'm
I don't know
showing the
what's waiting for us at
332
the bottom.
DPS.
Spoiler, it's more bugs. It's always more bugs.
It is.
Maybe it'll be different this time. Okay, really
It's
not that-
always bugs.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll clear a path.
I couldn't hit that bug, so I put a trapper on it. Killed myself.
Fire in the hole.
Did it work?
It worked.
One thing that's fun is that when you put fabrications on that piece of floor that he explodes, the fabrications fall down the hole with you.
Oh, that's sweet. I'll have to try that next time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh no, they're going to attack me. I have 4 layers of shields. Whatever will I do?
That's interesting. One of my ball obelisks was shooting up through the hole.
Yeah, I
itself.
did see that.
Oh. We're not done?
Oh, so someone had to poke Vanderveer. There he goes.
Cover me.
Why would we do that?
Because we're nice people.
Or we are not. Don't lie.
If he succeeds, we get extra marks. If he dies, we don't.
Oh. So we're caring about marks now?
Yes, we are.
Hmm. Otherwise, you don't get your Iconian mission.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Do you have one more to do after this, or?
I do.
No, that's it.
I
But
have
I'm happy to help with whatever.
I have 3 Iconians to do.
I swear those
Be right back.
Ravagers kill themselves. Not that it really makes a difference, but I think it's interesting that one of these ones.
I still have a Khitomer Vortx, which I'll either do tonight or tomorrow. So I'm not sure what tomorrow night's plan is yet.
I get to not hire a sheriff, even though I've been told I have to hire him.
Even with the lousy resume?
Oh my god, it's terrifying. I'll block it out and I'll send it to you.
I'd love to read it. Yeah, I'd block out anything personal.
Jesus, are you kidding me?
I've read
Hire
some
a
gems.
sheriff?
No, I work with a group called Team Rubicon.
Uh-huh.
We disaster response, so we tend to have first responders and retired sheriffs and that kind of thing join our group for like national response, that kind of a thing.
I was just
And-
say, I thought you elected sheriffs.
No, I mean this guy's retired. But I get to choose who is first responders in this area outside of like a government. I mean, we have government authorization. We just don't have. I mean, we're not paid by the government or that kind of thing. So they like having us around because they don't have to pay us. And we get pretty much the cream of the crop when it comes to first responders. So we get sheriffs and undersheriffs and captains and that kind of thing join with the group all the time. But I get to decide who gets to represent Orlando. And Jesus, this guy's bad.
Well, just because he can't write a resume might be good at other aspects.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
One hopes.
Definitely. I mean, that couldn't be his only ability.
Did we kill the Queen Mother already?
I think so.
Excuse me, Spawn Mother, not the Queen Mother. That would be rude. No.
Oh,
There.
there she is, up there.
Oh, she's not dead?
Nope, not
She's
dead yet.
getting close, though.
Now she's dead.
She be dead now.
She deaded?
She be deaded.
I ended up taking too many acid balls to the face.
I have days like that.
That sounds like an incredibly painful experience.
Those things on those ledges that just like spit acid at everything.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Yep.
They can and will continue to respawn even after the TFO is over.
Yep.
Yep.
They are very annoying that way.
Okay. I swear I'm gonna do something with my inventory.
Well, do something with your inventory.
I've purchased. I have 90 slots available, and it's still almost full.
That sounds normal.
Yeah, if I had 90, they'd be all filled. And you'd all be yelling at me.
I have 7 spots available. I swear I'm gonna fix it. Eventually.
Eventually, yes.
So,
Well, I'm the last one to criticize you about it.
Uh-huh. Well, I just have to criticize because I'm definitely guilty of it just as much as anybody else.
Criticize you of what now?
I have to criticize Mom because I'm just as guilty as everybody else.
By what?
For hoarding.
Oh.
Oh, initiative. Operative. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I've got all this great stuff. I just don't know what to do with some of it. I love some of this stuff.
Well, I mean, it's like, like you can only use 5 kit modules at a time. How many do you have that are at least theoretically options to use as part of your build?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Pretty
5,
much
6,
all the
7.
ones I got.
I have 17.
I have 30.
I'm
Here's
in my
another
inventory
question
right
then.
now.
How many of those kit modules can you reclaim from the event store?
None.
That actually is a really good question. On mine, not a lot.
Oh, there's one I can. I got the Sunpack Lightning that I'll never use.
Oh, I love Soundpack Lightning.
Soundpack Lightning's awesome.
But my point is, you can reclaim it from the.
Yeah,
I
but
can reclaim that one. I can get rid of it if I choose.
there's a couple that I tend to go are my go-tos a lot. Things like Delphic Puddle, I've hung on to it, but I haven't found a good use for it really.
Problem with
I have-
Delphic Puddle is the fact that it's a charge up AoE, and it just by the time you finish charging it, half the time the enemy you're trying to target is either dead or
Moved.
run away.
Yeah, exactly.
And even though you have to like continually focus to open the Delphic Puddle, the actual point of aim doesn't change.
Yeah. Well, it's the same issue I have with. Go ahead.
Probably get rid of some stuff. So if I actually looked through it and like considered it, I could probably get rid of some things. But
Oh, yeah.
like, I just realized that I have several stuff that I can just pick up whenever from any thing.
Yeah, from the various different reclaims, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is
I don't.
go through and actually run each one through on a different mission and see which ones I really like, and if I don't like them, pitch them.
I actually have 16 kit modules in Fenlefdu's inventory at the moment.
Prolonged.
And most of those are weird esoteric modules that I have because they're interesting, not strictly because I feel that they're, a good option for a general build. Like, I have 2 different mortars abilities, which using 2 mortars, you're not going to do that.
No.
But my actual build doesn't use either one of them, so
Well, I'm going
Oh
to.
yeah, molecular solvent canisters turns out to actually be kind of powerful.
Huh.
How many boxes do you got in there?
Say that again.
How many rep boxes do you have in your bank now?
A couple. About 60 of each.
I think you got more than a couple.
60 of each ish. 63
Okay.
here and
Who
there.
doesn't understand the meaning of that word?
What?
The trick with molecular solvent canisters is that while the listed damage is rather low, what you need to think about is that it does that amount of damage 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And also, each of those is an AoE. And since it applies a damage resistance debuff, the first of the 3 projectiles that hits your main target applies the damage resistance debuff, which ups the damage that the other 2 do.
So you're saying it's cool?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to do upwards of 500 damage per target hit.
I like shooting it at a cube.
Although, one thing to remember is that secondary targets may or may not actually be in the AoE of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So there's that, but whatever.
All right.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't really look like it does a whole lot of damage until you figure out how it actually calculates the damage, and then you're like, oh.
And they still have last year's weather shit there.
Well, yeah, they're not going to switch it out till Thursday.
Another example of that is the Sompek Lightning Pulse Wave gun.
Mm-hmm.
You read the damage, and you're like, that doesn't sound like it does a lot. But then you pay attention to the whole like scattering field effect, and then you're like, oh, that's actually quite painful.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has a damage over time effect that also is like an AoE effect. So it's arcs to other nearby enemies. So it's doing chain lightning, bouncing off multiple enemies, Well, also the primary attack hits multiple enemies in the first place, and then has the scattering field effect to do even more damage.
There's a few old, not weapons per se, but warp plasma, for example, is one of those old ones that every now and then I go back and realize, hey, I can still dump plasma on it and chew off their hull. And it works so nicely. And people just don't appreciate how subtle some of the old ones are.
That warp plasma is really awesome against Tark.
I haven't tried it against Turk.
Yeah.
I'll use it against a Duderidex, though.
Yeah. But yeah, they're really awesome against Tark, especially the little ones that like to follow you everywhere.
The
Well,
Chidyats.
Go ahead and let them follow you, and they work really well against them.
Rear-mounted torpedo spreads are also really good at annoying the Chidyet swarmers.
Mines work effectively too.
I just shoot them.
I feel kind of.
I mean,
sad
sure,
for
shooting
the-
them is also an option.
I feel really bad for the support. I mean, the dreadnought.
Because?
Matrix. I killed him before he even showed up entirely.
Aw, that's so mean.
I'm just a mean person.
All right, who needs to do what? Or shall we do TFOs, a mission?
I happen to be in that one spot where he warps in, and I hit him directly with my gravity well, and I instantly did over 250,000 damage.
Oh, I could always
Sweet.
go for random TFOs on my KDF recruit.
I can do some KDF damage. Let me go switch tunes.
All right, me too.
Okay, now I've done everything I need to do. Anybody that wants to do anything, I'm happy to help out.
All right. Well, we're going KDF for a few minutes here, so why don't you jump over if anybody would like to play KDF?
Well, I've got my Romulan KDF that does all the same stuff.
That works.
I got my kitty cat.
Aww.
I'm currently disabling an Alachi gate.
Okay.
Well, don't they have like people that fix those things for them?
Not as fast as he can disable them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got me a Federation kitty cat too for my Delta recruit.
Ah.
But I'm not going to touch him until this one, at the very least, gets through all the episodes. And I'm only about halfway through now.
Okay, I'll be back in one sec. No, I'm not going to do a commercial. I'm just going to step away as soon as I unroll from here.
Okay.
Be right back.
I'm going to grab a quick soda while you're at it.
Would anybody like pilfered power or onboard dilithium crystallizer?
I'm good.
Because I have an extra one of both of those.
Oh, I might be interested in doing that.
My apologies. It's the first super humid, super hot day we've had yet.
Well, tell me how I can get it to you, and I'm happy to send it out. What do you
Yeah,
want?
we hit plus 40 Celsius here today.
Ooh, we're not that hot, but with the thunderstorms rolling in, the humidity was in the 80% range, and it was miserable.
Send the rain this way, would you?
Celsius, what is that in Fahrenheit?
Hot.
Okay, that was weird. When the Alachi battle group spawned, something pushed me up, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's 104 degrees, by the way.
104 degrees. Yeah, it's kind of toasty.
Oh, especially for here, we've never been that hot up here.
Yeah, you're a little bit north, aren't you?
So,
Ooh,
Marhawk,
OMG, I love steak. Hi,
what do you
hi.
want? How do you want me to send it to you? Mar Hawkman,
What?
which one did you want, and how did you want me to send it to you?
Did I want what?
You wanted one of the. You wanted the.
No, that was Jason.
Yeah, that
okay,
was me.
apologize.
I'm trying to
I
think what
apologize.
is Pilfered Power and what was the other one?
It's a new one, the onboard dilithium crystallizer.
Please explain that one to me.
Okay, so this is what it does. It's a starship trait. It activates the engineering bridge officer abilities, add bonus damage to the ship for each non-weapon system at maximum power, lasting a moderate duration. Then it adds power to whichever subsystem has the least power for a short duration. Only the largest bonus damage applies to this if it triggers more than once. By default, subsystems have a maximum of 125 power, but certain abilities can improve this limit. So it's the damage it's based off of. It's really good for characters that do a lot of auxiliary damage and that kind of thing.
That
And
one I like.
It's part of the new pack.
Okay, that one I like. And I've got some stuff I could trade you with because I've got abundance.
Does anybody play a pet build?
I do, but it's a tank.
Well, this particular pet build, this particular new thing that just came out in the newest pack,
Yes.
you should look at it. I just put it into chat.
I'm looking.
The weight of our presence.
Feel
Yeah.
the weight of our presence.
So what this does is it does the same kind of thing as numerical superiority, but
Okay.
it also gets advantages from your pets. So if you have a lot of pets out, you're that much more effective.
Ooh.
You know what? I just now got the Vanguard pack. It has that big that big science character in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to play with that a little bit. That would be a good one for something like that. Feel the weight of our presence.
It's such a great ability.
I wonder if Feel the Weight of Our Presence considers a bioneural torpedo to be a torpedo.
No, it doesn't count as a pet.
Hmm.
Or at least it doesn't count for the pet for the bonus, I should say. Because mines don't trigger it either.
Well, it's like bioneural torpedoes are this weird thing that it's the sort of thing that nowadays they would probably make a console power and not a unique weapon just because of how weird and strange it is. It's more like a combat pet that you store in a torpedo bay than anything else. See, it's when you fire
it's
the
essentially a
bioneural
targetable torpedo, though.
Well, it's a targetable torpedo that's shielded, and it also has a point defense cannon that it shoots at anything near it until it eventually collides with its target or gets destroyed. It's actually one of my favorite things for that Voth Spire TFO because you can actually place it to kill the Voth shuttles when they jump out of their berth.
Nice.
Because the point defense cannon on it will shred Voth shuttles before it actually hits them. So when it doesn't have a target to seek, because all the enemies around it are dead, it'll just sit there until something spawns. Granted,
So
it only lasts a
Feel the Weight
minute
of
or
Our
so,
Presence
but
does. And as soon as I read this, everybody's going to want it to have a pet build. Each friendly ship on the map debuffs damage resistance rating of foes within 12 kilometers by 0.5 to 10 seconds, stacking up to 12.5 for 25 allies. Mines and torpedoes don't count, but hangar pets, distress beacons, turrets, and all other forms of allies do.
Nice to have that with when somebody's playing the proto-quacken or the quacken.
Well,
wait,
it's a maximum of 25.
does that count those Herc bugs that you can use a trait to summon in space?
Wow.
It says distress beacons, turrets, and all other forms, and those count as distress beacons.
Interesting.
So that's
Oh,
the
and-
new one, and it's my favorite thing by far. So I've got an extra one of those if anybody wants it.
Yeah, I'll definitely take it.
Well,
I'm basically saying I want it. I want it. I want it. I feel like a little kid now.
All right, who wants an invitation to our KDF
Sure.
random TFO?
Give me just a second so I can grab that thing for him. An Arrow Shuttle Bay. Account link.
I got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. I may go ahead and put it in the fleet bank.
Okay, so where am I sending this, Jason?
I am in Zoe at Jason Ewald Fisher. Here, let me put her next in chat, and you can.
Compose to Zara. Is that how you say it, Zara?
Zoe,
Markman.
Z-O-E.
No, that's Mar Hockman. You're looking for
Oh.
Jason Ewald Fisher.
Z-O-E. Yeah, Jason Ewald.
Did you see my name in chat?
Yes, I have it.
Okay.
I didn't see it in chat, but I
Yeah, I don't see it in chat either.
When did you put it in?
Oh, good grief. Da 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 da.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter. I
sure.
just sent it to you.
Okay, okay, cool.
We got room for one more if anybody wants to join us.
Well, if you would like to help, I'm happy to offer it.
I'd
I'm not
love to
gonna-
have it.
Well, and you can send an invite to Vax. There
I
you
have
go.
sent an invite to Vex.
Thank you, my friend.
It's too late.
Not a problem.
Naughty
Does anyone
Kirk,
want
it's
to
too
drop
late. I'm so sorry.
Randomly, it shows up randomly on your in your away team, whether you have them equipped or not.
Say that again?
I have the Saurian, the Schroeder randomly transporting Saurian.
Yeah.
If you equip him as a bridge officer, even if he's not in your away team, he can
There we
randomly
go.
show up and help you.
He's a duty officer.
Do you see my name in chat now?
Now I see your name in chat.
Okay, I was on local instead of strike.
Oh,
Group.
yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Schroeder is funny because he does everything that a normal bridge officer does, but he doesn't actually have.
He's a duty officer.
I would suspect that he probably has relatively weak abilities compared to an actual bridge officer, though. But whatever. As an extra
Whatever.
team member, it's still useful.
He's a duty officer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is a duty
exactly.
officer, but he can show up as a bridge officer.
Well, I mean, it's not the only duty officer ability that lets you summon allies, but
Well, you
know,
control
it's
it.
a
It just shows up.
different one.
All right. Gonna queue us up for random TFO. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Random, great.
Wee woo?
Up one.
Woo.
But I've been using him, and it's kind of funny to just watch him just.
Oh, yeah,
poof.
he's kind of cool. Yeah.
Ah. Must see the doctor. So I've been trying to relax a little bit from all the work I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I started playing the Mass Effect series again. The
Ah.
Legendary Edition just came out. And I finally got through all 3 games with one character.
Listen
And
up.
it turns out if you do that, you get there's a chance you need to get a 4th ending,
Of bringing in a network of devices.
and it's
to
very
subjugate
strange.
Kronos.
It's just weird.
Our team will reprogram the Herald.
Okay.
Well, this appears to have been extra random.
What's
Hidden in subspace. Once a device
What
is
the heck
activated, we will have only a few seconds.
Brotherhood
to
of the
disable
Sword.
The other 2 linked Iconian machines before their network resets. May fortune favor you. Now, to battle. Remember,
Okay.
you need to deactivate all of the devices together.
But I needed this on the other
The
tune.
network will reset.
What the heck happened?
Don't know why it takes me so much longer to load this one up.
Is everybody here?
Yeah,
I am now.
I
I'll
don't
reset
remember
my
what I was doing here.
Okay.
You have 15 seconds to disable
Okay, I got the one in
other
the
two
corner.
Arconian devices
I got the one in the center.
simultaneously.
It's two.
Got this one.
Okay. Where's the third one?
Working on one.
The devices
Here.
are resetting. Synchronize and try
That's
again.
all. Don't think about me.
Initiate shutdowns at the same time.
Can you just use your ability? Just
Where the heck is the third one?
Okay, I found all three of them.
Okay.
One by the barrack doors, and one's just like right around the corner from there.
Okay. Are we set?
We're set.
Okay.
You have 15 seconds to disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
There we go.
Okay.
Activating a new set of devices. We need to move to the next area.
Okay, I'll go back for the fire team. Psst.
Wow, this defiler got killed through his shields.
So- All right, somebody gonna set it off?
Alright, let me get the fire team over there.
Two Iconian devices simultaneously. The devices are resetting.
Ow.
Synchronize and try
That
again.
hurt.
Initiate
Okay.
shutdowns at the same time.
Yeah. Let the fire team get in place.
Fire team.
The guys who are hiding back here, if they aren't all dead. They didn't get there. Okay. Go for it.
It's a defiler.
You're a defiler. You need to have your face stalled.
The other two Iconian
Ow.
devices simultaneously.
Bad kitty.
Got it.
Heralds are
I'm a Cardassian. I'll stab you in the back with Both
proceed to
Phase
that
blades.
location.
That sounds painful.
We have Targs and Orions to get.
I'll grab the turds.
Okay, where is the Orion? That's always my question.
Over next to the defiler that I'm stabbing in the back right now.
Okay.
Why would you stab a defiler in the back? That's just
Because if you stab them in the front, they're going to hit back.
Well, actually, yes, that's true. Is that the defiler's mace smash attack only hits you if you're standing in front of him.
There you
All
go,
right,
Ryan.
set
Right
it off.
here.
On the other two.
Okay, I got the Orion.
The other two Iconian devices
Come on, Orion.
simultaneously.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess I'm jumping into the target pit.
why is this gonna say time lapse?
The devices are
And
resetting.
what? I was like half a second too slow on the target pit device.
Come on, Orion. Get going.
You have 15 seconds to disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
And well, the target pit's done.
Where's
The devices are resetting.
What?
Oh, come on.
where's the third one?
Initiate shutdown
Well, I'm up on the one on the stairs.
to disable the other
Okay, Orion's done.
Sometimes most of the time it's over there by somewhere. Yeah, it's over here by the.
Yep.
The
Yeah. I'm there.
Right
We're all there.
behind Mr. Vax, not doing anything.
I am killing people. Shut up.
Okay, I'm over by the target pits.
one needs to be by target pits and one needs to be by the forge.
I'm at the
I got
target
it.
pits. Somebody's at the forge.
Okay, well, yeah, we have people at the forge.
Fine.
I'm at the forge. Whoever else will be at the target pick.
The heralds are activating a new set of devices.
I had to make sure
Alright.
that Orion got into his home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this map has a weird bug, I think, is that if you look up in that area next to the target pit, there is actually a piece of chain that's just literally hanging from nothing.
Yep. I've seen that before.
It was on the old Kronos map too.
The old map.
Okay, set it off. Find the other two.
Disable the other two
This one.
Okay, I'm on the
I've got
one by the
Yeah, I'm near mine.
or northwest. Okay, northwest is done.
Okay, you got one by the bars and one from the opposite corner.
I'm at the one in the opposite corner.
The devices are resetting.
Okay.
Synchronize and try again. You have
Right there.
Use construct.
Mine's deactivated.
It will hack your knees off.
Ah!
Oh, come on. Ah!
Got it.
Herald leader is here.
The that cool shield is the only reason I was able to pull that off.
It got me.
Because they were shooting me in the back as hard as they could.
Oh, that had to hurt. The defiler's having a really bad day. Ooh, it's a
Where's what's her name? Oh, we don't have what's her name yet. Do we?
There's the
There she
heart.
is.
No, she's here.
Harbinger of getting stabbed to death.
Where is she?
What's stabbed to
Getting
death?
stabbed to death with lightsaber wannabes.
Oh, hey,
All right.
one of my medic duty officers managed to live.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's not like anything actually happens to them if they get KO'd. They just despawn like the
Mhm.
security dudes do. But still, you know, it's nice when they don't die.
Zara the Zotvash. It's a lot of Z's.
Cool.
Yay!
Yay.
We did it. Ow.
Let's see what I got. 840 dilithium. Hmm.
Oh yeah, we gotta break that open, don't
Yep,
we?
get a little present for doing that.
I need to get.
I only got
stuff done.
700.
I don't want to do.
Which fleet are you in? Because there's a dilithium boost project you can open up, which is always nice during the dilithium weekends. It's running on Strike Group, it's running on KSG, so if you are doing anything with dilithium, there's a small boost. I think it's 5%.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We were having a discussion earlier about melee builds.
Yes.
And how to do them on things that aren't tactical officers. Engineers, for example.
Mm-hmm.
There's a specific category of engineer ability that I found to be useful for melee.
Okay.
Not the standard beam turrets, but mortars.
Mortars?
Because of the
Yeah.
fact that the trick with mortars is you need to make the enemy not run away when the mortar fires. Well, if you're in the process of stabbing them, and that kind of prevents them from running away.
Yeah, that would definitely stop them from running away.
It's one of those things that, you know, I kind of like tinkered with repeatedly, like, okay, that works better than I was expecting it to, and well. But also the another thing is that there are some of the drone pets that give you buffs and don't just attack the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And those are useful even if you're doing melee because, well, damage resistance boost or whatever. It helps. Engineer is one of the weird ones though, because with Zara, I actually, because the fact that she's a KDF recruit and you have that 2,500 melee kills task,
Mm-hmm.
I actually went to a lot more effort than usual in figuring out how to make her effective for melee. And one of the things that I noticed that helped more than I was expecting it to at first is the shield recharge kit module.
Really?
And I guess by extension Shield Pulse, because Shield Pulse is just an AoE version of Shield Recharge. But well, what it is with Shield Recharge is that it's an almost instant cast ability, and it has a very short cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it, wait a few seconds, use it again. All it is avoid getting killed, but even if you're doing melee stuff, it helps.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah. It's actually nice also for the Endeavor.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Shield Healing Endeavor.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
it's nice for it. All right. Anybody need anything? Shall we do another random?
I'm good for anything.
Okay.
I'm good for randoms here on out.
All right. Federation or KDF?
KDF.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you could do another random.
Was that you, Zara?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There.
There we go. Nope, I got you on the list here. Swear, did you want to join us for this one? Anybody else want to join us for this one?
Yeah, me.
Didn't I send you an invitation?
Oh, wait a minute. I got things going on my screen here.
Okay, hang on. No, I might not have. Try that. There you go.
There, okay, yeah, there we go.
Alrighty. Got room for one more for a KDF random. Give it a few more moments here. Okay, gonna count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're joining a random. Weeble?
Popcorn.
Yep.
And popcorn, yes.
Active 4 transwarp conduits in this system.
This is extra random.
Really? Well, it's perfect because I have to do it. So,
Well, with this being being the universal endeavor, you're probably gonna find yourself seeing this one.
yeah, but I think we've all done it, so it's only that one person who hadn't.
I haven't yet, but
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that's a temporary problem that will be solved soon.
It's fine. I needed to do it on this account, so no problems.
Oh, yeah. I was just commenting because of the fact that this is just like that mission. Like, oh, we're doing this one again.
Again, yes.
It amuses me that these impulse engines don't cloak with that shit.
Oh, they cloak, they just don't turn invisible.
Minor detail.
They're headed for the time.
Yeah.
Stop them.
I guess I'm left.
Okay. Bright light.
Ow!
I think the board should await a simulation at the rate this is going.
That's interesting.
Is anybody going after those probes?
I
Yeah,
am.
give me a sec.
Okay, good.
I'm on the left, good doing probes.
Okay.
We can take care of the ones on the right, anyways.
No, the probe is stopped. Just don't worry about it.
There. It is an X probe.
The shield I'm using does this visual effect where it creates plasma shockwaves around you whenever one of your shield facings goes down.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that if a board drops all 4 of your shield facings simultaneously with tachyon beam, it'll actually shoot that out all 4 directions at approximately the same time.
Are you talking about the Bajoran ship? The
Bajorn?
Bajoran shields?
The Jaborn.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, Bajor defense covariant shield.
Yeah.
Hello, Borg probe that thinks it's going someplace.
Ow!
Yeah.
I got blowed up.
Me too.
Of course, this is not exactly my best build, but still. Sure.
Not anymore, they're not.
Oh, now there's a whole bunch of them coming at us.
Hello, probes. Deep disruptor shockwave.
Ooh, disruptor shockwave.
Yeah, it's one of the console powers from the Cardassian ships.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I just bought those. I just bought that whole Vanguard pack.
Yeah, that's
Like
actually
they
what
were
I'm
yesterday.
flying is the Cardassian Science Destroyer.
Yeah, I just got that. Was it yesterday or the day before that I got that? I haven't had a chance to really play with anything in it.
We're picking up some.
One thing that amuses me is that the devs actually created a special cloaking effect that only happens for the Cardassian ships.
That's nice.
It's actually like the Romulan cloaking effect that they have for the Imperial Romulans. It's just that instead of making things glow green, they glow purple.
I was wondering about that. I saw it earlier today.
Alright, where'd he go?
All the purple torpedoes. Try to knock
Eddie!
that down.
That was nice.
Yep.
You know, Devok, you're not wrong. It's not the last time we'll see Dematro. Right.
Ooh. Somehow I managed to get injured in there. That would explain part of the problem.
It would?
Yep. Didn't all my devices up and running. So aside from upgrading the cannons, I'm not quite sure what to do to make that a little bit more effective. Would anybody like to do ISA just so I can get a baseline on, the kind of DPS this ship's got? It's not much.
Sure. What are you using for cannons?
Zatvash. It's the... I've got two... Excuse me, it's not the Zatvash. It's the Ultimate Plasmas.
Oh, okay.
They're all Mark 15s, but they're ultra rares and some very rares, but nothing spectacular.
Right.
And then in the back, I've got the Ultimate Plasma Omni, a Ultimate Kelvin Torpedo, a plain old Mark 15 beam, nothing spectacular, and a PEPT. And it's the only thing I've got that's epic. The other thing I'm running is the Prevailing Innervated set. I'm running the Bajoran Warp Core. I don't know if that does me any good. Additional engine part? Yeah.
You're tactical or engineer?
Tactical.
Terran Task Force Warp Core might be better with the energy.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, that's the only thing I can. I suggest. Set up your weapon power settings.
It's not like I don't have enough stuff except lithium. I'll have that in a few minutes here. Mostly I think I've got to upgrade everything. And then I've got to look at traits. What am I running for traits? Good day to die. Cannon training. Cannoneer. Tend to be a little bit more focused on healing than I am on damage, so maybe need to rethink of that. Definitely something to reevaluate for traits. Alright, if you'd like to join me for an ISA.
Sure, why not? You can always beat up more Borg.
Indeed.
Oh wait, was that KDF side or Fed side?
It's
I'm
KDF.
gonna switch up real
Oh.
quick.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, I can make it private if we get 5 people.
Okay, I switched ships. What is on sale right now?
Zen store? Not much.
looks like it's mainly
Promo
duty
packs are
officer
on
stuff.
sale. The Genesis bundle.
Oh yeah, one
But
thing
that
with
Genesis
the
bundle-
Genesis bundle is that even though it says that the uniforms are a per character unlock,
Mm-hmm.
technically it's actually an account thing, because while you have to do it on every single character, you can reclaim the account boxes on every single character.
Oh.
Kind of a weird way to code it, I guess, because they decided they didn't want to create a new unlock device or something. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Looks like it's just us. Hawkman, did you want to join us?
Well, I'll swap
Okay.
back.
You don't have to.
KDF character. Now.
As I said, I just want to get an idea where this one's at. And then next upgrade weekend, I'll start upgrading it.
Mm. Oh yeah, were you watching last week's 10 Forward stream?
No, I was in class last week, and my instructor
Oh.
decided it'd be a great night to chit chat.
The picture I sent to Kale that he actually used for it
Mm-hmm.
was of me lining up his shot so that it looked like Imani was stabbing Jim Pock in the back and completely running him through with a Tholian sword.
Sweet. I like it. Let me queue us up for Isa. Oops. There we go. Excuse me one sec. Weeble?
Mm-hmm.
We will.
Popcorn.
The situation is grim.
Of course, the situation is grim.
By destroying
Coming up with new sarcastic comments to make in response to that is kind of fun.
It's always fun.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shield.
Get it all?
Think so.
repair the transporters. Stop them. A probe is closing in on the transporter. Destroy it.
One of the most amusing things you can do for control in this one
Closing in on the transporter.
is using that console off of the sarcophagus.
I think you've mentioned that before.
Because you just you tractor beam multiple targets and then just force them to stay next to you. While it makes you an aggro magnet, it's spears and probes. So yeah.
I like the term agromagnet.
Sensors confirm that the transport conduit.
Oh, that was nice.
I get out of here and I'll see what the numbers were.
See how the Borg cube eventually made the like shockwave and then created debris, even though I hit it with the purple torpedo.
The purple
Oh,
torpedo.
well. The one from the Discovery rep.
Right.
In Q. Yeah.
The Black Ops, or is it the dark matter torpedo?
Yeah,
or?
dark matter infused quantum, I think. But well, one thing we mentioned before is that certain enemies, just because the fact that they have a special way that their death is coded into the game, when you kill them with that, it won't actually make them disintegrate properly because of the fact that there's this like extra event script that runs after they die instead of just having them explode. Oh well.
Oh well.
Let's see what we got here.
Apparently, I picked up a weapon battery large as one of the loot drops.
Well, Duffy, you did some nice damage there. Marhawkman 34, I did 27, Zoe did 12, and the poor soul who got dragged along with us did 9.
Wow, okay then.
So 27 isn't horrendous, but it's not great.
It's okay for an ISA.
It's fine, yeah. So, if it's a Ferengi Nandi. I've got the Ferengi Quarks Marauder. And I'd considered switching over from the Nandi to that.
What might help you is if you fill your trait slots, actually. Because your experimental trait slot is empty right now.
Oh, picky.
Saying.
No, you're right. No.
Question is, what's put in there?
Which one, though?
That one. And that one. And that
I would
one.
I would
and
go
that one.
strike with
Oh,
shadows.
and that one right there. Oh.
Really?
I would go strike from shadows, man.
I'll give it a try. But I still wonder, like I said, I've got Quarks Marauder, I just haven't opened it up.
You know, I didn't notice until today they redid the transporters on the Klingon shipyard.
Yeah, they
Yeah, but only
redid
the
the
shipyard.
shipyard.
Yeah, I know
Looks-
it looks cool too.
It does look cool. You can look out the windows
They
now.
actually made several changes to the ground map for Kronos.
Recently?
Well, within the last month or two. It's not like major changes, just like small tweaks to the map.
They definitely did the doors differently.
Yeah, they did the
which I
doors,
really
which I don't like. It's like little tiny doors. You know, this is
Also, they changed the fire pit to be, less of a fire hazard. They still didn't fix the fact that the Romulan visitors are sitting on the floor.
and the ones who are stuck in the ground, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't
Yeah.
fixed the console on sickbay yet.
The one that's the free floating one?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the same. It depends on which instance you're in, because sometimes the Romulans aren't stuck in the ground, they're just not there at all. But yeah, here they are just stuck in the
That
ground.
probably means that they actually fell through the floor and they're actually like on the bottom of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I wonder, is that hole in the wall where you can just like jump off the map still there?
The one back by the bar?
Well, the foundry area, not the like.
Oh, I don't know about the foundry area.
Well, it's like, remember that like, well, one hole I showed you in that one stream where you like, there's that console in the like corner on the wall where you
yeah.
can, like climb over the console.
Mm-hmm.
And the wall behind it just doesn't have collision.
Well, there was, until not too long ago, back here there was one way to get out and under.
That corner of the map is the area that used to be where the Klingons did research and development stuff.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I haven't done this one for a while. Harold and I used to go running around back in here, and I can't remember how you get out, but you could wind up underneath
wow.
everything.
Oh well, there is one one episode in the tutorials where you can go under there.
If I'm in the right spot, they did more than just fixing it. Oh boy.
Where are you? Which instance are you in?
Let's see here. You are in.
I'm in 3.
I'm in number 3.
I'm in 3.
Yeah, I'm also in number 3.
Okay, where are you?
Oh, here.
We're in the bar.
If
At least I'm in the bar.
You can just look at my location on the map. I think this is the right corner, and they made it so that that there's an invisible wall covering that entire section of the map, so you can't even climb onto that ledge anymore.
Hang on a second. Let me get Zoe over here so we can come over and visit you. Are you over in the forge?
Okay.
Well, not in the forge, but near it.
Okay.
I think this is.
Yeah,
the
it'd
right
be kind of
spot.
hard to crawl inside that forge, and I'm not sure you'd want to anyways. Are you by the Targ pits, perhaps, or maybe over here on the other side?
There, he's over here. You just ran by him.
I did?
Yeah, come on back to where you were.
See, look.
Oh, I see y'all. There we go. Yeah. Hi!
I liked having walls you could go through.
I can't eat. I'm not sure why they
I
went
wonder why
with
they
this
put an
approach.
invisible wall here.
Well, see, this is the place I was talking about, where if you could just simply walk straight through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bunch of like consoles and stuff here before, so there was like actual like things on this ledge to look at and climb over, instead of just being a bare ledge with a few pipes next to it.
Oh,
But
we have the
now
ghettos right
there's
back
an
over here.
invisible wall, so you can't even set foot on the ledge.
Well, that's no fun.
Let's see here. If I remember right, there was another one I found back in here. It's like, if you look at these buildings here, there's like a crack in the geometry between 2 of them.
Hang on.
Or used to be anyways.
Mr. Dave, give me a second. I will answer your questions.
Oh, here, I'll just add you to team so you can see where I am on the map. That may have gotten fixed too.
They're no fun.
I thought it was in that area we just went through, and I don't see it now.
All right, Mr. Dave is saying, "Hi, Mom. How do you know what endeavors to do?" Well, on most screens, you will get on one side a endeavor panel, and it'll tell you which ones you have to do. But if you don't see it, maybe because it's not set up on yours, if you go to the little downward arrow in your mini-map on the far right-hand side, click on it, and you'll see the endeavor progression, which is going to pop up, and there's 2 different tabs: perks, which tells you all the things you've acquired, and endeavors, and this is going to tell you what endeavors you've got for that 24-hour period. It resets at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Chicago time, 4 Mountain Time, and 3 a.m. Pacific Coast Time. The thing is, it doesn't tell you how necessarily to accomplish them. For example, complete Iconian TFOs. It'll give you what the TFOs are that you can do. You don't have to do it as a TFO. Does it just say destroy Undine ships?
Well, sometimes it will tell you have to go
Right.
to a certain spot. Like Undine ships, you have to go to the battle zone.
Okay.
Same thing, because I had the same deal with the Zincathi ships earlier. I had to go to the battle zone.
Right. If it
for
doesn't
that.
if it doesn't specify what you have to do, so if it doesn't say destroy Undine ships in the Dyson sphere, you can go any place that there are Undine ships and destroy them, whether that's a TFO, a story mission, or a patrol.
Okay, so I did manage to find a crack between buildings in the geometry, but I can't walk through it. Also, it's a really small one, so. But it is in the its general area where I remembered having seen one, just too small to actually climb into.
There is one here where you can go underneath the city, but I haven't done it for a while.
Well, I mean, there's the one where you go under the bar. I think you were there just.
Yeah, that's the one I
couple
was trying to
minutes
get to.
And yeah, that's the one you have to go through for one of the tutorial missions.
You know, now that I think about it, the last time I did that one where there's a crack in the wall between the two buildings on the exterior wall of the map, that was actually in a a story mission and not the main social zone.
The last time I did it, we just came down here for fun, so I know it was there then, but I don't remember how we got there. So
You're talking about the one in the bar?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, they did a minor revamp of this relatively recently, and they may have fixed that.
Oh, but that's not fun. I like it when we can have fun stuff. Being able to climb behind things was good. So, Mr.
Here's something I found.
Where are you?
There is at least one giant bowl of blood wine that you can climb into.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go swimming in wine.
Yeah, a lot of times they won't let you do that.
Hey, that's an interesting question. Whoever made this asset for the blood wine bowl wrote something in Klingon around the edge of the bowl.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what it says.
Well, let's take a look. My Klingon isn't what it used to be.
My Klingon was never that
It
good.
says stop swimming in the blood wine.
Probably not.
So, Mr. Dave, the easiest way to do Undine ships is to transwarp to the Allied sphere and then go to the space battle zone. That's the easiest way to do Undine ships. But other ways you could do Undine ships is... Which missions?
Okay. The story mission where ESD gets a hole shot in it by the Undine, that one actually has a huge number of ships.
That's Midnight, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Midnight is a really good option for Undine ships then. Well, that's Iconian ships. Undine ships are not Iconian ships, are they?
No, Iconian ships are like the Herald ships.
Okay.
Oh wait, Midnight's
Midnight's
Herald, sorry.
Iconians, yeah. Well, hold it. Yeah.
Okay, episodes Selene Sphere.
No, Midnight is Undine ships.
No.
You would have to go somewhere in the Iconian story arc to get Iconian ships.
Right. No, Midnight is Iconian ships. I mean, I'm looking at Midnight.
Yeah. Midnight's the last one in the Iconian War.
Right. But if we're looking for
okay. I'm thinking about there's another one in, I think it's a Solinate that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Surface tension, but there's not a ton of them in there. I've done it a couple of times. There's a few, and it's a long story to get it.
Well, okay, if I remember right, that the trick with surface tension is that there are certain parts of the space battle where if you just don't bother completing the mission objectives and just fly around destroying Undine ships, they'll continually respawn while you shoot at them.
Yeah, I couldn't get them to respawn, and it's just like, oh, because it's so long to get there.
Anyways.
Let's see. Quick question from Mr. Dave. If I wanted to buy out a reputation, which one would be best? Delta, Gamma? I'm going to say Discovery.
In terms of what you get out of it, yeah, it has some of the coolest toys.
It really does. There's not that much in Gamma or Delta. That's really cool stuff to have. The things that I buy the most often and that have been the most useful have been out of Discovery. I kind of like some of the Iconian gear. And then for ground gear, some of the stuff out of Lucari.
To be honest, the Gamma Task Force like gear set, like the weapon, shield, armor, It's certainly not bad. It definitely gets the job done. Is the other stuff better though? Well, that's
Yeah.
the question. Because as we noted in that one stream, the passive regeneration effect on the Lucari's personal shield is insane.
Hey, you were talking about trying to get underneath the
Yeah.
first city.
Did you figure it out?
Well, no, I just now remembered there are passages in the Great Hall. I don't know
Oh,
if that's where we're going to go,
I was in
but
the bar.
Wait, you mean those like side doors?
yeah,
Those actually go to council member chambers.
oh, well, it's still somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, it's someplace that's interesting to look at, but
Yeah.
I don't think it'll let you jump off of the map.
Yeah.
No.
There was a bug in the barracks for a while where the door on the backside of the barracks that you're supposed to enter to get to the challenge hall was bugged, so that the door was not seated in the frame properly, so that you could fall through the gap between the door and the door frame.
Ooh.
Looks like they fixed that though.
The problem with Step Between Stars, even if it does get you to the Undine, is it's a long journey to get you to the Undine.
Yeah,
It's
because
a really long.
the
trip.
reason why I was mentioning that one specific story is that it's also a great place if you want, if the game decides to give you Undine ground kills, because there is no other option for Undine ground kills other than that TFO where you go to Bajor and question Bajorans about whether they're Undine.
Yeah,
And
but
that
that's
mission
I
doesn't
don't
even
think
have a lot of them in it.
I don't think that there is an endeavor for Undine ground kills. I can't think of having done it.
This is a good point. I was just asking myself when the last time I saw that happen is, but in the theoretical sense, in case it did come up, that is okay. That was strange. When I used the door to exit the challenge hall, it dumped me in the middle of the central courtyard. Yeah, see? It just did the same thing to you.
That's interesting.
It's probably a glitch.
Okay. Voth Battle Zone. Mr. Dave, are you watching Twitch right now? So there's, okay, a couple of different battle zones. Are you looking for a ground battle zone or are you looking for space battle zone?
There's a lot less ground battle zones than space ones.
In the Dyson sphere? Okay, so yeah, the easy way to get there is transwarp to the Allied sphere. So I'm doing it right now. So we're going to transwarp, it's the bottom one, sphere space Allied zone. Transwarp there. We'll go on from there, so be patient for a moment. From there, you're going to get these four pop up if you've done it. And it's the second one down, the ground battle zone shuttle. And it'll take you down to the ground zone. You get to take 2 people with you. You're going to beam down. Come up and see this tall, handsome guy here, Commander Arnold. And he will give you some stuff to do while you're there. This is all for extra rewards.
It gives you quite a lot of dilithium.
Yes, it does. And I try to keep them running all the time, so even if I'm just down here for a little bit, I can still nickel and dime my way through it.
Because of the amount of dilithium that it gives you for its mission rewards that you get for the daily missions, it's actually my favorite place to go to for ground damage stuff, because of the fact that, okay, I'm running around for however many minutes shooting Voth, and I get a giant stack of dilithium and Endeavor completion.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I enjoy it. Oh, gosh darn it! Stop.
What?
I have on some occasions done something similar with the Kabali BZ.
Yeah.
It's just that the Kabali BZ just doesn't give you as much stuff.
No, it doesn't. But it gives you a fair amount of marks. I have some Slusho mix, and I put it over in the bank, and the stupid tribbles get into it.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Ugh.
Feed them to the triple cannibals.
I don't want them drinking my Slusho mix.
you get special tribbles out of that.
I know I do, but how many do I need?
All 3 silos are under
One
Allied
per
control.
character.
Excellent
Yeah.
work.
It's okay, Mr. Dave. But anyway, so come on down here and see Commander Arnold. Once you do that,
Engage transporters.
they'll give you some stuff. So, big circle. Usually you have to get 2 of those cleared up. This one is going to reset in a few minutes. It just got done. This is...
Got 2 minutes, 47 seconds.
Mhm. Somebody just gave us a follow. Shadow 24821 is following us. Thank you. Appreciate the follow. It's very nice of you. And welcome aboard.
Well, follow us like a shadow. Oh, wait a
Mhm.
minute.
Me and my... Sorry. So I presume you've played Ground Dyson Sphere? Anyway, from the ground, from down here, you can always go... You've not... Oh, holy moly. Okay. Well, Mr. Dave. Well. Let's find you. Where are you? You're over in Ground Battle Zone 1. No, that's where I am. Where the heck are you? Mr. Dave, where are you? You're in Battle Zone 1. Okay. You're in the same zone we're in. Yeah, we're in 1.
Oh, I'm going to leave the team because one of the things to remember about the ground battle zone for the Voth is that while you are allowed to team with other players,
Mm-hmm.
that being
You lose-
teamed is actually a downside.
It is definitely a downside because you can't... You can team up once you're down here, but if you team up before you beam down, you can't bring your team with you, your crew with you.
Well, the full team will have 5 characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
There you are.
you're not never going to have more than 3 bridge officers in the team.
Right.
So the more players there are, the less bridge officers there are, and well,
So
So
it's,
that's why you don't team up on the sphere space
right.
ground. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and drop out.
Absolutely. And then you can have all your bridge officers with you.
And I'm just going to kind of beam up and beam back down, and I should have my
So-
ground crew with me.
Mr. Dave, did you get any missions from Captain Arnold?
And here I am.
Okay. Okay, where did you get... Go ahead and look at your map and tell me if you've got... Like, I've got the outskirts here, or see if you've got the city, or if you've got the park. And we will go to
Back to your
yours.
stations. The Voth have returned.
Voth have returned.
Yes, they have. I want to figure out where we're going to go to help out Mr. Dave.
Everybody else is bringing out their pigs, so I'm going to bring out mine.
Fine, I'll get mine.
hey, he told me to go to the dang it, what's this called again? Park and city are easy to remember. It's the other one, outskirts.
Outskirts, yes. So do you know where you've got to go, or do you not have one of those, Mr. Dave? Outskirts, all right.
Well,
Let's
I just picked up this mission. I'm going to go ahead and start working on it.
all right, well, I'm going to go to the outskirts, which is down here. So if you want to come with
I'm
me.
going to the park.
Alrighty. All right, so there's 3 basic games going on here. Let's come on up here. We'll look at the first one.
They're all the same game. They're just on 3 different boards.
Right.
Well, the biggest actual difference is that there are Voth generals that you will. Okay, there are captain level named Voth NPCs that will be patrolling the battle zone. These are special enemies that use different sets of powers than the normal Voth enemies do, and there's a different one for each section of the battle zone. Like the outskirts area has the guys who are the like actual Voth generals, where it's this really big Voth in a fancy looking suit who will actually use orbital devastation beams on you. Yeah, watch out for that one. Those really hurt. But in the park, you have giant Voth dinosaurs that are slightly smaller than a Viriosaurus Rex, but only slightly.
Well, he hasn't done those yet. Okay, so what happens is there is a little device up top that's going to go down the track. And it's going to stop twice. One, it's at this one. And then it's going to work its way down here, and it's going to stop here. Your goal, shoot the Voth while it's doing it. Be aware that the Voth medics are hard to kill, and they can resuscitate other Voth.
And all of the Voth, all of the actual Voth have a chance to resurrect themselves when they get KO'd. The Voth dinosaurs and mechs don't, but the actual proper Voth do.
So this is the generator, and all the generators, whether it's in outskirts, park, or the city, all work exactly the same way.
Oh boy. I'm using Imani, and Imani is that character I gave the assimilation build to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, assimilating Voth is
Gosh
so
darn
much
it.
fun.
Well, I figured assembling anything would be a lot of fun.
There we go. Shoot, finally got up here. Nothing left to shoot. Alright, so that's how the generator works. Let's see if I can get back down. Oh, come on, I can't get back down? Oh, goody, now I'm stuck up here.
I've never tried climbing on one of those tracks before.
Bioessence transfer. Unfortunately, now I'm stuck. Well, let's see if I can get back down. You'd think you could get back down once you're up here, but you can't. Well, that's annoying. Let's see.
Can you use a bioessence transfer to jump over the side of it?
I tried that.
Oh.
No, let's see if, let's try something else. Just try jumping up. Nope. Oh, I'm back down. Yay! Okay, good idea. That worked. Alright, so let's go. Let's go over here. Not quite where I planned, but this will work just fine. So this is where the dinos spawn. When we get to Dino time, they'll all be right here.
Yeah, if you look on the map, this it has a special symbol marking it.
And actually, a lot of times they'll just be blank. Hut, hut, hut. And we're getting raided. Hut, 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 hut. Who's raiding us? Hey, Apulu Felgar. Hi, how are you? All right, so we're going to come over here out of the dino zone. And off to our left, you'll see the absolutely lovely transporter. At the beginning of each arc, this thing is filled with Voth, and you can't use it. You have to come over here, kill the Voth, and make the transporter work just by clicking on this.
It will actually, when you turn it on, you will notice that it has a timer bar appear above it. That's because of the fact that when the timer bar finishes counting down, the Voth come back.
Right. But it takes a while. Now we're going to come back. That'll take you back to any place in the city that has a functioning transporter. Over here is the artillery. And I love the artillery.
Artillery's great.
Artillery is great. So there's 5 artillery positions. Once you've cleared off the enemy there from each one, you have to hack one side. You have to come around to the other side and hack the other side. And once you hack the third side, the center position, you have 3 minutes to get them all done. Easy when you got it.
Yeah.
If you're, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're on one of these by yourself,
do
two
sides.
Do the 2 sides, and then go around and get that third side.
Yep. I just race around and put on my little frosty boots and run around to the third side and get them all. Though Ed tells me that's cheating, I should be better at playing than that.
Well, I don't even do that. I think I got another person helping me out here.
This is one of those moments where I just kind of like go like, well, I mean, you can call it cheating. I'm just going to call it strategy.
Yeah.
But Mr. Dave, make sure you get all 3. The 2 sides and the front.
There's actually a specific spot where you can stand on it, where you can actually reach all 3 of them, where you don't need to walk around it. But it doesn't save you any time. It just makes it so you don't need to walk. It's kind of like the one that's in the middle. Just like stand just a little bit above that.
Okay, let me see what happens.
But like I said, it doesn't really save you any time. It doesn't make it easier. It just means you can not walk around.
So if you get the other side there, Mr. Dave.
Ooh, time to see if I can assimilate a polynac.
Ooh. And then there's the third one over on the
polynacs.
front, which I'll get, but this will be the 5th one. And that means we've got all 5 done, and now they're going to send down the bad guys.
Nope, you can't assimilate polynaxes apparently.
Bummer. So, depending on how many players are here, it'll send down 1 or 2 mech suits. Shoot them up.
Oh, also, the quality of the mech suits is also variable.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it'll if you have enough players, they will send down captain rank mech suits.
Yeah. Which counts for your captains. Okay, this one is pretty easy to do solo. It's one of my favorite ones. Then we have one more, which I like to call King of the Hill, and we'll go over it.
King of the Hill, is that the one where you can stand there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the one where you stand in the circle and kill all the Voth that show up.
Yeah.
It's actually my favorite one for captain kills because the fact that you will usually get more than 1 captain rank Voth.
Sometimes.
See, because you know those mech suits that have the repulsion field around them? Those are captain ranks.
Guess we got... Oh, that's somebody else. I thought we had one of the captains there. Alrighty, that's not fun.
So each one of those Voth mech suits with the repulsion field around it is a captain rank NPC. If you get kill credit on it, that's 1 captain for your kill quota.
So obviously you
And
don't want to stand in the center when it's got the big red circle because it hits you. Unless,
to
of
be
course,
honest, they don't really do that much damage.
they do if you don't occasionally get out of the way. If you just stand there all the time.
I mean,
So,
moving is preferable than not moving.
a lot of times I will put up like a shield generator or a medical generator. Then you can sit there pretty comfortably. But once it gets the little tiny red circle, I get out of the way and come back. These are the same 3 that you're going to find in the park and that you're going to find in the city. Same 3 games.
Just different
Okay.
atmosphere.
So here comes one of the repulsor suits, the Polyonics class. So as he approaches you, that red sphere is going to push you back. And this is a captain kill. If I know he's coming and I'm solo, I'll get as close to him as possible and lay down some mines, because he's got to walk over him at some point.
Also, one thing to remember is that it's actually a very good idea to use AoEs on those guys, because of the fact that they can and will use these things called Voth mech repair suit.
Yeah,
drones.
so here comes another one.
If you see one of them and it just suddenly stops taking damage or seems to regenerate all of the damage you do to it, it's because of the fact that it has a repair drone healing it.
So if you're here to kill Voth, this King of the Hill thing, unless you've got a team with you to help get more of them to spawn, can be really tedious. Because you don't generate a ton of Voth. You do get a lot of the turrets.
Yeah, you get a lot of the turrets.
Turrets don't count as Voth, though.
Nope, they do
No,
not.
they don't.
So if you're coming down here to do the Voth, focus on the
Focus on
generator
the,
and the artillery.
yeah, the artillery is real good.
Now, once you've secured a point, you're going to see the request reinforcements. Click on that, and you can apply any of what you've earned towards getting extra points. And that helps to keep this secured. Yeah, if you leave something alone long enough, it falls back into the hands of the Voth. And on the map, anything that's blue is an area you've secured. But it'll change back to having a dotted line, a red dotted line, and that means the area is failing, and you've got a few minutes to get back there and re-secure it. The nice thing is if it's failing, you've got time.
Also, you get a bonus Battlezone command credits for recapturing one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It used to be that you'd get these little pink dots. You'd have to go around and capture them, but they don't do... You still see the pink dots.
They changed the capture radius of the pink dots to something like 50 meters.
If you're anywhere near them, they become yours.
Yeah.
Green bubbles are Heelys. Red bubbles are damage?
Yeah, the red bubble with the X in it, it boosts your damage for a little bit. Green gives you an instant heal. The blue ones increase your shield power, I think. Yellow ones give you a resistance bonus, and the purple ones make you run faster, I think.
I always forget which ones run faster, but it's got a little running figure. If you got that one done, Mr. Dave, yes. Go up and destroy your Undine ships. So, run back to the center of town. Or run to a transporter that works. And beam back to the command center.
Or you could just beam up to your ship.
Yes, you can directly beam up to your ship. But if you go back to the command center, if you beam up from here, you're going to go back into space, correct? Or are you going to go back into the...
Yeah, you'll be going into the contested zone.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but he wants to go into the Undine zone.
I mean, you can fly from the contested zone.
Yeah, but it's just such a pain in the rump. It takes so long, even with a fast ship.
Yeah, it does take a while.
So go back in, give anything you've got back to the commander, get your points out of it. And once you've done that, you should get the go to the Undine space battle zone. Click on that one, and it's going to take you up to Undine Space Battle Zone. And the Space Battle Zone, which I assume you haven't done, is very similar to the Ground Battle Zone. Oh. Well, we're killing off the planet killers right now, so a little bit difficult.
Like, surprise! You got here just in time to see the extra special combats.
Yeah, and we're not going to get over there in time. Oh well. Okay, let's switch over. Let's see if there's another instance going. Let's switch over to instance number 2, just so I can show you what's going on, and then I'm going to have to log off for the night.
All 3 planet killers have been destroyed.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get there.
Excellent work.
After you've captured all the zones on the ground, then the dinosaurs come out and you go kill off the dinosaurs. If you're lucky, you'll get 2, but more often than not, you get 1. Up here, though, it's a little different. Okay, so if you click on M, you're going to see the map. Same concept. There are a bunch of red zones, and as you earn them or win them over, they become blue. Once all of them are blue, the 3 planet killers will emerge, and there will be one at the 11 o'clock position, one at the 1 o'clock position, and one at the 5 o'clock position. And generally, you work with your team to defeat them. So let's run through these kind of quick here. We're going to go over to the red zone that's at the 9 o'clock position right now. Oh, by the way, there's some ships right here. Right over my left arm, left shoulder, right there. You want to go kill those? I'll ignore them. Okay, so we're resuming our trip over to this nice little gazebo-like space over here, what I affectionately call the Space Bagel.
That's actually one of those structures where I really have to wonder what on earth the purpose of it was.
And there's somebody in there, but go ahead and go in and start killing things.
Just remember that the yellow glob will actually slow your movement and give you a damage over time effect.
Right, so your goal is to not fly through the glob.
Although realistically, the damage over time effect really doesn't hurt much.
If you've got a decent ship, no, it really doesn't. So this is very similar to the King of the Hill in that you want to keep somebody in the bagel.
Yeah, the completion. Well, also you have to go into the middle and poke the glowing thing in the center to start the countdown. But the countdown won't actually continue unless there are more members of your team inside the bagel than enemies.
So it's a very similar idea. The thing is, just like with King of the Hill, this is really slow to spawn.
One thing to remember with this one, though, is that you can just, like, anticipate where the Voth are going to spawn and then just, like, camp that one area. It's like, okay, they're over here. This is the side they're spawning from, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then just, like, wait for them to show up and just blast them into oblivion.
I will tell you, if you've got this, don't do it first thing in the morning, because everybody's here first thing in the morning.
That's strange. Everybody's there first thing in the morning?
As soon as the Endeavor triggers, a lot of people who are going to work at 7 like I do are trying to get them. Okay, so there's 3 that just appeared. Go get them.
Boy, I'm wondering if the battle zone bugged out hard, because it currently says, oh wait, never mind. There went.
How many do you have to do on these, Mr. Dave? $30 ships, yep. I will tell you that sometimes when I've got 30 ships, I'll just re-roll it. If there's enough people down here, they'll spawn. If there's not enough people down here,
Okay.
it takes too long.
I don't know what this guy did. I suspect that he may have used the mycelial rift to kill a V-Rex, but the dead V-Rex is translucent.
There's a couple that'll do that. Don't think mycelial rift will. Is it flaily bubble? There's a few that have really fun effects.
Well, the thing is, though, is that I mean, like, I know that there's like some really stupid stuff you can do that'll make it look really, I guess, cool. But the specifics of this one though is that
There's some over here at this point.
It's not that there was so much that there was a weird visual effect. It's just that the entire corpse of the V-Rex was see-through.
There is a time effect that makes him kind of pulsate between being gigantic and being normal size, and it's really bizarre.
Wasn't that one? I don't think.
Okay.
Also, that one, I think it wears off when he dies.
Yes, it does.
This whatever effect didn't wear off when it died. Because the corpse laying on the ground dead was see-through.
So, at the end of this, once we've captured all the territory and we've defeated the 3 planet killers, there is a 5-minute melee. It is not Voth ships, or sorry, it's not Undine ships though, it's Voth ships. So if you ever get the I have to kill 30, come check this out. There's some right by you right now.
Yeah, that's a gigantic heap of Voth ships.
Yeah.
Just like fire at will, everything you've got.
And it goes on for a long time.
Oh, also, it's actually a good place to get dreadnought kills.
Sometimes, yeah. Last time I was there, we only spawned 2 dreadnoughts the whole time. Sometimes you get them over and over and over.
I found the best TFO is for dreadnought kills is
Hive Onslaught?
Gauntlet.
Which one?
Gauntlet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, the third wave.
Oh, that's right. It does, doesn't
The third
it?
wave's got and Peril of Apavo, which for all practical reasons is the same game.
Right.
They do a lot of.
All right, so we won that one. Let's go try a different one now. We are going to go to the 10 o'clock position, so we're going to go due north from here. The thing that looks like a little hurricane type figure. This one is a series of devices. You're going to trigger them.
I think it's supposed to be a matter getting sucked into a black hole.
Is that what it is?
Because remember, this is the Romulan quantum singularity
black hole
projector thing.
All right, so if you want to go kill those guys standing back there. How are you doing on your kills, by the way? Want to go shoot those guys so they don't kill me? $17 out of 30, okay. Not trying to shoot them, but they're shooting me, so.
Might as well shoot back.
Oh, Mr. Dave needs them and I don't.
Oh, that's true.
I'll shoot the torpedoes, though.
Hello.
Hello.
You're still going. Wow.
Yeah, well, Mr. Dave was working on his endeavors, so we're giving him a hand understanding them.
Okay.
22 out of 30.
And
Got
also
8 to go.
explaining how the battle zones work. Because battle zones are a great way to do endeavors.
They can be, yeah.
Yeah, unless you have Tholians, then you're going on patrol.
Yeah, well, we're just doing battle zones today, but there's always
Yeah.
patrols too, so a lot of them Tholian patrols, like Archer, is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show them one more once we're done with this one, and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I got called away. We got TF into TFO runs while repeatedly being called away again and again and again.
I'm going to go police something, so keep shooting there, Mr. Dave. I'm going to go fix 2 of these real quick. So if you look at the map right now, you'll see that the center position and the 8 o'clock position both have red lines around them. That means that position is failing. So I'm going to go take care of them. It's usually just 1 or 2 things that you have to shoot. And generally, if you're playing this with a small group, it's good to have somebody do the policing.
I mean, it's kind of sort of like a treadmill. You basically have to like run fast enough to get to the end of the treadmill.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it fast enough, well, yeah. And going back and killing these guys makes it so you don't have to completely redo that entire
Right.
section.
Just have to do the center now. We lost
like-
the 8 o'clock position, but kept the
What?
center.
Like their mom only had to do like 2 ships or something.
Right. All right, so you got that one there. So we're going to go to the last one, which we're going to do, that I'm going to show you, which is up in the 1 o'clock position. And it kind of looks like the artillery logo from the first one down on the ground. It's not. It's different. So we're going up here to...
Oh, this is the one we have to like tinker with the Klingon satellites.
Right. So there are 4 Klingon weapons. And around each one, there's going to be some Undine. Your job, go shoot them.
And of course, you know, wait for more Undine to spawn and then shoot those 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your actual real goal is to tinker with the satellites until the satellites are done being tinkered with.
Did I lose you, Mr. Dave? I've lost Mr. Dave.
Oh no.
Oh no, Mr. Dave.
Oh, did you accidentally push him into the quantum singularity?
I hope not. I think he actually captured the singularity. But I don't see him on the map right now. Let me check to see where he's gone. No, it says he's still here. He's in Battle Zone 2. He's here someplace. But I don't see him. 3 more. Well, if you come over here to the 1 o'clock position, there's 3 sitting right here. You can kill them and... Oh, all done. Yeah. All right. So then I won't show you this one if you've got your 30. Did you get your 3rd endeavor done? All done. Nice. Congratulations. When you have all 3 done, or thereabouts, you should be seeing your endeavors starting to flash. And then you're going to come down here to your perks. And it'll say spend perk points. You'll get 3 options. We can do one of the 3. Decide which one is the most fun for you. There's no right or wrong. And DT and I at the beginning just wanted to do sprint speed for ground to see who could beat each other up first. So you can set it up so you can just see ground, you can just see space, or you can see both. And just as you get them, pick one out. Don't forget to do the universal, which today was Khitomer Discord. It's up from roughly noon on Monday till noon on Wednesday. Good! Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. You'll get there. But the universals
The
are
max
good.
is like 600 or something, 700.
No, I thought it was 500 now. DT, you
I don't
still
remember
on?
exactly.
I'm still on.
What's the max endeavor now? Because you're almost there, I think.
450, isn't it?
No, they raised it from 450.
Oh,
They
really?
raised it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm at 546.
Okay, so I guess 600 then maybe?
And yep, probably because there's still a lot I need to fill out.
Yeah, so I'm at 459. And a lot of my ones that to me are more important are quite done, but then I've got things like gamma, resist, gamma, and space.
That helps eventually. Trust.
Yeah, I know, but it's not as good for me in terms of interest as critical chance, critical severity, things like that. And sprint
Yeah.
speed.
Oh, people do. Yeah, the important ones I tend to focus on. I focus on critical chance, critical severity, energy weapon damage, and space. Well, of course, impulse speed and turn rate in space because you need those are turn speed. Turn speed helps with those big ships.
I just figured out how to math it, and it's 600.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the way I mathed it is there
Yeah.
are 30 categories that you can spend perk points on,
Okay.
and each of those has 20 levels.
Well, that actually makes sense. If there's 30 categories and it used to be 15 points you could put on each one, so that was 450. So they've raised it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to head off to bed, folks, because it's really late. I got
Night.
probably a short day tomorrow. But DT, I probably won't be back until at least 7:30, and I need to work on a couple of things like the new intro, so I'm not sure I'll be on playing tomorrow or not.
I'll try to run the stream unless things happen.
Yep. If it doesn't happen, I will try and log on at some point. That's the point, Mr. Dave, getting you back into playing the game again. But to make it fun for you, too. All right, everyone. I'll definitely see you in the morning and maybe see you in the evening. So have a great night. Take care of yourselves. DT, do you want to raid somebody?
See who's on there.
Because we got raided earlier.
Yeah. Paid a little bit of attention during the whole thing. Let's see who's on like at the South Theater mode. Well,
The only one on my follow list is
looks
Grumpy.
like we're raiding Grumpy.
Okay, let's raid Grumpy. We haven't raided him for a while. Hey, Shadow24821, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We're here usually Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights, and Monday through Friday in the morning at 7 a.m. So I don't know. I can't do the math at this hour. 8 hours? 8.5 hours? Something like that.
Raid is being set up now.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're going to go raid Grumpy. Everyone, have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.
Night.
Go get him.
Good night, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We are raided.